Welcome to Epic Screen Time, where we're three friends who discuss the things that occupy our screens. So grab your remote, popcorn, and controller, and let's go. I'm Garrett. I'm joined by Carter and Sam. And today, we're talking about a little bit of everything. So the primary item will be Mission Impossible. But before we begin all that, today's drink is a old-fashioned riff. It is Screwball peanut butter whiskey. We have some Japanese ume whiskey. We have some brandy and bourbon, as well as chocolate bitters and a black walnut bitter. So it's very booze heavy. It could be very sweet. So I had to find ways to cut it, which is where the ume whiskey and the brandy come into play. Okay. As well as the bitters. So what do y'all think?
I like it. I'm not too picky when it comes to alcohol, though. So
yeah, I'm not.
Yeah.
Sam, what do you think?
I would get this again. I think it's great.
I think
it's very tasty.
I've been trying to make like a fluffernutter, or do y'all know what fluffernutter is?
No.
It's a very northeastern thing. It's peanut butter and marshmallow cream sandwich.
Ooh, okay.
It's delicious. And shout out to the Dunavants who taught me that in middle school, and it has been my favorite sandwich since. But I really wanted to make like a fluffernutter, like old fashioned, and just everything. Like I have that s'mores whiskey. I think you guys have tried that.
Yes.
It's so sweet. You take like a sip of it and you're just it's just tooth-achingly sweet. And so is the Screwball peanut butter whiskey, but not to the same degree. So I was like, oh, the peanut butter could work, but I was like, as soon as you add marshmallow cream to it, it just gets sweet.
It's too much.
So
yeah.
I think what I might do is, hey, if you see these pictures, it'll probably be on there. I'm gonna call it the Fluffernutter Old Fashioned, and the marshmallow cream that's torched is legitimately for garnish. So it's not in these drinks, but it's what I will do.
I did not notice that.
Just to give it a name.
Okay, cool.
So it's been 2 months. Last month I posted the first season review of Game of Thrones. So a little bit of background. I think you heard this when we did the actual Game of Thrones podcast, but Sam, you were not there.
Mm-hmm.
So in an effort, when we had y'all over, probably right after your little boy was born, we had Chick-fil-A.
Yep.
Hallie came to me afterwards and goes, I need to watch Game of Thrones. I have no idea what y'all are talking about. I've got to watch it so I understand. And so we spent the next few weeks and charging through it. She really ended up enjoying it, loving it. So at the end of each season, we recorded, just the two of us, a conversation about what she enjoyed, who she didn't like, just so and then what she thought was going to happen.
She loved Joffrey.
And so and so like it was for me knowing what was going to happen. Like it was really just more.
Oh, it's fun watching it with someone who's never seen it.
Yeah. So
and the first like 4 seasons
are so good.
There's so many
bingeable.
Yes. You guys y'all ripped through them pretty quick.
We did.
And was she aware of any spoilers?
Nope. She had no spoilers.
It's like the Red Wedding, nothing.
I
would have loved to be in there on that episode.
I was just, that staring at her, watching her, hey, what's going, so that's what that is. So we have 7 more of those trailers and I'll post the episode. For you, mainly so you can tell Kaylee, I probably will make it a audio only podcast.
Okay.
Because Kaylee is completely blown out because all the sun is coming in from
she
behind
wouldn't
her.
Mind.
And so I was like, you know what? It's, just for, quality's sake, I'll just, it also makes my editing a lot easier. So that means I can edit it and drop it whenever I need to.
Nice.
Kind of like, Mr. Beast recording a video 10 years ago and then
dropping it.
Yeah.
I was like, that's pretty cool.
That
it's awesome. Yeah.
But yeah, so since it's been 2 months, what have y'all been up to? I know you've been cramming through some stuff, so we'll start with you.
Yeah, the last 2 months, I think last time we talked, I was playing the original Hollow Knight.
Yeah,
I think I just started it because that was like 5 weeks before Silk Song got announced, and I was like, everybody talks about how incredible this game is. I'm gonna just test it out, and if I like it, I'll buy the second one. So I bought it because I saw also that on there's a website called How Long to Beat. I don't know if you've heard of it.
No.
I'll check it out whenever I'm interested in the game, and it'll tell you like main story, 12 hours. Main story plus side missions.
Oh, I like that.
20.
Okay.
Completionist 30. So it'll give you like the breakdown of like, can I speed run it in 12?
Do you feel like it's pretty accurate too?
Yes, I would think
Okay.
so. I think personally, and this isn't like me trying to be pretentious, I'm typically a little bit under
Okay.
the
I'm
typical hours.
I sit there and
Yeah. Because I'm the type of gamer where it's like if I've spent like 30, 45 minutes trying to figure out a
Google.
puzzle, I'm Googling this.
Yep.
I don't have enough time to game to figure this out.
What was this like? How long to beat?
How long to beat? Yeah. How long to beat is what it's called. Great website. I use it literally for like every game that I'm picking up. That's like been out for a minute. And it said Hollow Knight was 20 hours to
Not
beat the
bad.
main story. I'm like, oh, I can knock out a 20-hour game. I got 5 weeks to go before the sequel. And if I like it, then I like it. Turns out that was a lie.
Was it a lie because like you just like burned?
It's a
through it,
lie
or-
because no, you can get it in 20 hours, but it's
if
one of
you're
those
not dying.
games where it's like the first ending you get is so unsatisfying in the sense that some people like it, but it's like not the true ending. If you get what I'm saying, it's kind of like in Sekiro. If you can turn evil essentially, beat the game way early, and it's technically an ending, but
Oh.
kind of like that.
It's
where-
like Hades. Like if you beat Hades the first time, you're gonna go right back in and keep
Yes,
going.
Exactly,
So,
it's exactly like that.
The Hades 2 came out. I still got to play that one.
I just picked it up. I just started playing it. It's interested me. It runs great in the Switch too. Just so you know,
Okay. See, that is good.
it's a
enough.
great Switch 2 game.
Okay.
It looks really good on it.
Does it require internet connection?
No,
All
there's
right, thank
not.
God.
Yeah, it's fully offline actually. Well, you can do cross saves. I take that back. So if you wanted to jump between, anyways. So played Hollow Knight. I became obsessed with it. It's like in my top 10 of all time. It's incredible.
Really?
And I ended up putting like 50 hours into it.
Okay.
What's the story? I know nothing other than that it's
So-
a side-scrolling
Yeah.
Castlevania-esque.
The story, I won't like spoil much. The story is essentially you are in a town that's like you could tell it clearly was full of life and it has nothing and it's just like devoid of like soul essentially. And there's a reason behind that. And there's there's like a enemy that is essentially building, sucking off of energy of the town that's eventually going to be born, which is like the kind of the main villain of the game, so to say. Even that is a little bit of a spoiler, but the story is very much it's kind of like a Souls-like game in the sense that you can dive into the story. Like I watched a bunch of lore videos on YouTube after, and I was like, whoa,
Ooh,
like
I
it very
do
much
love
adds to it.
Yeah.
But you could like just beat the game and really not
And not
care
know
at all
that.
about the story and
Yep.
just be like, I like that character. That character's got charm. You mainly play it for like the combat being so engaging and just the. Have you guys ever played like a Metroidvania? Like
Yeah.
I played
So-
the original Castlevania.
So exactly. So the concept of like you go somewhere. Oh, I can't. I feel like if I had a double jump, I could get there.
Yeah.
But you don't have a double jump, and then you unlock. And you're like that place at the beginning of the game. I can jump over that.
So for the Gen Zers, it'd be like playing Lego Star Wars or whatever.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. That's a good.
You got to have the dark side.
Yeah,
character, you have to
exactly.
unlock
Yeah,
it to
yeah.
that.
You
Have
gotta
to have
unlock
the
it, like,
force
it is-
or something.
Yeah, and then replay the mission. Yeah, no, I see what you're cooking there. So yeah, I played that. It was like the only game I was playing. I like dropped everything. I became obsessed with it, and then I beat it like literally 2 days before Silksong came out. And like I said, I loved it. It's one of my favorite games I've ever played. Silksong is a better game than it. It like
Really?
improves on it
Okay.
in every aspect, in my opinion. Like there's more depth in the combat. The story is way better. There's way more variety in the bosses. Like it's a bigger map. Beautifully drawn. And it's crazy when you play these games, they're made by 3 people. And one
Yep.
person is just the musician. So 2 people really developing the game. It's just incredible. And it costs $20. You play it. And Silksong took me like 60 hours to beat.
Wow.
So it took me more. And that was to get like the true current ending, so to say. Because it's similar where you can beat it. There's 3 acts in the game. You get the first ending after Act 2. And you might think it's the ending, but then you can go back in. You're like, oh, I have some side missions I want to do, and you do those, and then it's like, wait, the new notification came up. I can go to a new path, and then it's really cool. It's like really innovative how it's done, where it transitions you into Act 3. Because there's probably going to be people who do not look this up online.
And they don't realize
They beat the game. Like, oh, I beat the game, and it's like you have double the game to go if you just did extra side content, and then it would unlock the 3rd act. So all I have to say, beat Silksong. It's one of my favorite games of all time. It's incredible. If you're into like, it is very difficult, I will say. So it's kind of there is comparisons to the Souls-like games in the sense that you're gonna die 15 plus times to some bosses, but it's very rewarding when you beat them. So played a lot of that. I finished Peacemaker 2, season 2. Very bad finale, I will say. I'm not sure if you guys have any friends who've seen it, but I was enjoying the season. You said just me? Yeah. I was enjoying the season, but the finale is like, it's such a letdown. And it clearly is setting up the rest of the DCU, which is one thing. That's one thing that's admirable about it, so to say. But it's just like, as far as a conclusion of the show, I wasn't a fan of it. And I don't think it's being received well by most fans.
Do you think they'll make a season 3?
James Gunn's already said no. I saw that today.
Yeah. And there feels like there's room to be a season 3. So I know he said no to that. I feel like it's going to be a show that Peacemaker is one of the main characters in. Like, I feel like that's what's going to happen. It might not be called Peacemaker season 3, but he's
Justice Gang.
But we haven't seen.
It could be, it could be something like Justice Gang show or something. There's just so much more story left to be told.
That budget would be so crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. And also, I don't know. I don't even know if we talked about this, but they rewrote the ending of season 1.
I saw that
Because season 1 ended with the Justice League kind of coming in once they kind of beat the villains. They do like a recap at the beginning of the first episode, and it's now the Justice Gang, and they even like say that. So James Gunn is like, there is no Snyderverse anymore. Like, it is all me, which is it's interesting. But those have been like the 2 main pieces of content that I've indulged since we last saw. I've been playing Ghost of Yotei a lot. I really enjoy it. I know I dropped Borderlands, but I'm gonna come back to it. I was so hooked on Silk Song, and
there's a lot of good stuff out there.
Yeah, it's a crazy time right now.
When we went to go see, I think, Fantastic Four, we were talking about like just the lack of movies that were coming out, but we have a slew of games.
Yes, dude.
Kaylee hates it, but it's been great.
Crazy games, like good shows. I don't know if you guys have heard of Task. I hear that's a really good show right now.
It's an outstanding show.
Yeah, I want to watch it. I haven't seen it. HBO.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's Mark Ruffalo. He plays an FBI agent. There's the story is that there's this group of guys have been hitting this biker gang's houses after they do drug deals to steal the money. And Mark Ruffalo is this
kind of a smart play.
Old, like older FBI agent near forced retirement age. He's an alcoholic. And they call him in for this task force to go look into this because a kid is kidnapped. And from one of the guys end up kidnapping this kid. And so the whole show is a bounce back between the team that's doing the robbing and Mark Ruffalo and his team doing on the task force.
Favorite show of the year?
Ooh, it's close.
Close.
But the problem is I can't remember what else I've watched this year.
Yeah.
But definitely
King of the Hill?
I have not watched it.
So good.
But yeah, so I do you have anything else? Because otherwise I can just slide into this.
One more thing, I'll just close it out. One Battle After Another.
I've heard
movie.
Really
I heard
good. It was great.
Yeah, really good.
For the Taylor Swift fans, she was talking about it on Jimmy Kimmel.
Oh, was she?
Or Jimmy Fallon.
Okay.
Saying it was an outstanding show.
Yeah, it's really good. I think people are kind of overhyping it a little bit. And I just say that just so like you guys don't go over with insane expectations.
Every Leo movie.
Yeah.
They're always the Revenant. They're always overhyped. And
he's incredible in it, to be clear.
I'm not saying he's not good, but it's because they're like, oh, he deserves, I'm like, he's good. But
he's good.
He's one of my favorite actors. Like he's the type of actor I will go to a movie to see him.
He's gotten better with age.
Have you guys seen There Will Be Blood, by the way?
The old one?
2007.
Yeah.
With Daniel Day-Lewis?
I think I watched it back then.
Okay. Anyways, so Paul Thomas Anderson is the director of One Battle After Another. He did Boogie Nights, if you ever saw that. Great movie. Have you seen it? It's so good. I mean, it's very explicit, but it's very good.
It also came out in like the 80s or 90s.
It came out in the 90s, and it's like literally Mark Wahlberg's best movie. Anyways, I'd seen that, and I was talking with a buddy after it, and he's like, I don't know if I like this more than There Will Be Blood. And then he's like, that's like Daniel Day-Lewis's best movie. And I'm like, I don't think I've ever seen a Daniel Day-Lewis movie. People say he's like the best actor of all time. So I saw that, and it's very good. I see why people love him.
Yeah.
That's the recap of my last 2 months.
Okay.
Entertainment wise. There's been other stuff, but those are the best things.
Yeah. So Task, Hallie and I have been watching Task, and
does she like it? Because I'm worried it might be too graphic for Liz.
It's not very graphic.
Okay.
Like
what about suspense?
A lot of suspense. Not like scary suspense, but like you're like, oh shit, what's gonna happen? Suspense.
Okay.
More thriller.
Yeah. But Mark I almost said Wahlberg. Mark Ruffalo. I watched him. I've been rewatching the Marvel. So I finished phase 1. I actually just finished phase 2 on the trip I was just on. And I'm watching him as the Hulk, and I'm watching him as Task, and I see these little nuances he does in Task. He's probably like 50 something years old in Task, and he's on a heavier set, and he walks like an old man. He's adjusted his walking pattern, his speech pattern to fit this older character, and I'm like, damn, he is so good at it. And then just thinking about it, I started watching Spotlight. It's a movie,
So good, dude.
outstanding
good.
movie.
Yep.
That's
And
the one
if-
about the Catholic Church. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. Bro, that movie's incredible.
For everybody, Spotlight's a movie about the reporters who identified that the Catholic Church had the sexual predator
Serial
aspects.
child. Yeah.
Yeah. And
R-word.
so about them having to delay it because of 9/11 and things like that. And so it's all about the investigation and kind of this idea that we kind of create our own enemies by not speaking up when we know. But Mark Ruffalo's in it, and he again changes his speech pattern, his hand positions, the way he rounds his shoulders. And I was like, damn, this dude's way better than I ever give him credit for. And you just
Four Things he's incredible in.
Yeah, like I'm just
13 going on to 30.
Dude, I rewatched that
Phenomenal.
recently. I will die on the hill. That movie is great. That movie is great. Unironically.
Yeah. But he is way better than
He's in Zodiac too, right? Or am I making
he is.
that up?
Ooh,
He's in
yeah.
Zodiac.
Yeah.
But like he's
had a low key great career.
Yeah.
Like a subtle great career.
Yeah. I feel like he's really underrated.
Yeah.
Like,
I would agree
after
with you.
watching Task, like I'm definitely on that one.
Okay, I'm gonna try and get Liz on it.
The thing that I watched most recently, that it came out most recently, that I think is the most objectively garbage piece of content that is overhyped, is Highest to Lowest with Denzel Washington.
Is it a
I
movie
haven't
or a
watched
show?
it.
The movie.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's on
It-
Netflix.
it's
Is
a
that the one?
movie.
Is that the Spike Lee movie?
Yes.
Okay.
And I think my problem is that Spike Lee has the same story every time. Someone's entitled, that they believe that they're owed something. They do something drastic to get what they're owed, and it ends up backfiring on them because someone reverts to their roots. Denzel is a music mogul, has the best ears in the business, and this kid who got out of jail believes that he's owed a record contract. So he kidnaps Denzel's kid.
Oh.
And so he's like, "Hey, give me 17.5 million." And the whole story is about, the payoff and, trying to figure out who did it. But
Who done it?
if you go back to like NBA 2K, like 2020 or 2021, it's the exact same story. You're a basketball player whose friend is a music artist who thinks that you've outright just ignored him for his entire life, and he believes he's owed part of your career because he built you as what you were. And I have a huge issue with that just entitlement idea and it being so relevant or so continuous.
Overdone.
Because that's the same storyline as Creed and
Yeah.
Creed 2
Yeah.
and,
Creed 3.
Black Panther.
Yeah.
And so like I'm just so
Done with
over it as a trope, because I'm like,
We've seen it before.
We need
not even
something
that.
new.
It's just also just an annoying frustration that that we deal with on a day-to-day basis.
Yeah.
But I also think it's probably Denzel's worst film.
Really?
He's fine, but he is no better than anything he's ever done before. He feels tired. There's also the editing is horrifically done.
What are
There's
Spike Lee's biggest movies? I don't know if I've seen one.
uh
I don't want to derail. I can look it up.
I'd have to Google. But like, there's scenes where like they go in for like a dab or whatever, and then they'll cut and it'll be the dab from another direction. I'm like, why are you showing us this twice?
Yeah.
And it's done that way throughout the whole movie. The only good part about the movie is there's a scene where Denzel meets up with the bad guy, and he's trying to play the music mogul to this guy and be like, hey, you need to make these changes. And they're kind of rapping back and forth to each other. Best part of the movie, it's maybe 5 minutes. And then after that, like I watched it on the plane ride home a couple of days ago, and I was like, I'm so glad this is over. I was so like, it is not a good piece of content.
5.6 on IMDb.
Yeah, I that's fair.
Yeah.
I think in my mind I was giving it a 5. Like,
Yeah.
it's entertaining in regards to like it's upbeat, but
Spike Lee did the My Player story on NBA 2K16.
I told you I said like 2020ish.
I
So-
can't believe you played a NBA My Player.
Dude, that's the only reason I play sports games.
That's
is the
amazing.
My
That
Player.
took me out. That took me by surprise.
But yeah, so that movie was that was really bad. Here, let me pull up my to-do list because that's
So
where
starting with a low, what's your biggest high?
honestly, Task is probably the one
Task?
in my mind
Okay.
that I'm like, yo, that was outstanding.
Did you beat Mass Effect while? Weren't you playing that?
I was playing it, and then I got
Okay.
derailed by like 8 games, and
Yeah, there's been a lot.
yeah. So I did read a book. I know we don't typically talk about books, but this is one of the books that I was blown away by. It's called The Spear Cuts Through Water. It's we'll call it a retelling of Filipino mythology.
Ooh.
And it's set. The story has 3 different perspectives, which I think is what most people's gripes will be about. But if you picture it as if your grandmother's trying to tell you a story, which is how the book starts, it's easy to follow. Or if it's a play and you have like narrators to the side that are reading to you, which is also how the story is. But the whole thing is like your grandma's telling your story. You're also sitting in a theater and you're being shown this story. And then you're also like, it goes back in time of the actual story happening. So it's these 3 perspectives, but you have this like whole circumference view. And it is probably one of the best pieces of literature I think I've read or listened to. I listen to everything because I can't read well. But it's probably one of the best pieces of literature I've listened to in years that actually has something of like legitimate value. The Martian and Project Hail Mary are my favorite books of all time.
So good.
This is a 9, and it's only because I was never racing to go back to it. I was always like, oh, cool, I got time to listen. That's great. But I was never like, oh, I'm trying to find ways to get back to it.
It's so great when you get a book that you're just like, I got to get back to it.
If you like true like nonfiction books, Codename Pale Horse, awesome book. It's not like the greatest piece of literature written. It's like a 7. But it's an FBI agent telling stories about him infiltrating like white supremacist groups.
Whoa.
And
that sounds
so
cool.
it's a super cool set of stories. But like it's nothing crazy. It's a memoir.
Yeah.
You know, you're not gonna get anything crazy out of those. But yeah, no, I mean
Sometimes you do. There's the one about the guy who climbed Everest and like everybody died. You know what I'm talking about?
Everest.
No, it's not called Everest. I'll remember the name in a bit, but it's nonfiction. It's one of the best books I've ever read, and it's a true story. There was like 30 people who went up to climb Everest, and only like 2 people made it out.
Oh.
Yeah,
And
it was one of the
those.
early groups, wasn't it?
Probably.
Yeah.
Man, it's a good book.
But yeah, no, I just so those are the like the stuff because I'm been traveling a lot, working on my back tattoo.
How's that been going?
It's awesome. I'm like 3/4 of the way done.
Nice.
Here, I'll pull a picture for y'all and then I'll post it in the show notes. Little side tangent of something you will not know or you will not see. Somehow a patch of blue ink landed on my butt cheek. Probably so Hallie saw it when I got home. So she's like, "Why is her butt
That's
blue on your butt
hilarious.
cheek?"
The book's called Into Thin Air, by the way.
Okay.
Oh, that looks good. That's cool.
Dang.
So I'm like 3/4 of the way done, I think.
Person.
Say again.
Who's a person?
It's just like a dead skull warrior.
Okay.
So for you on the internet, first off, I got a haircut, so if you see me doing this, my hair is bothering me because it's not long anymore. I got bored. But yeah, so all my tattoos have like they're like art pieces, so they all have names. So my back piece is called the End to Eternity, and it's
Nice.
like a warrior died and he's looking forward to
okay.
eternity. I really liked the Marvel Eternity visual where it's like a white room with this like space in the middle, nebula in the
Okay.
middle, but it was a person. I didn't like the little Galactus looking dude that felt
Right.
weird, but I liked that visual. So that's kind of the eternity because, I try not to make anything too unidirectional. So no like direct iconography that's by itself.
Sure.
Yeah.
And so, that I felt like was a good way to describe, hey, what's next? Because, we haven't explored
like
all
that.
space and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
And so if on the sides are like the Valkyries from
I like
God
that.
of War.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's cool.
dang.
So
Those are tough too.
Yeah.
Oh, they're tough, bro.
Again, you might see a butt if you scroll. Just
I won't swipe. I'm just
we
zooming
took a
in.
picture just because it's hysterical. But
Now I want to scroll.
Now I'm tempted.
but yeah, so that's
Were you awake during all this?
Oh yeah.
How painful?
Honestly, the positioning is probably the most.
Is there you're just
painful
on your
part.
chest the whole time? I'm guessing.
No, we learned. I've done like I did the laying down thing previously,
Mhm.
and that honestly is the worst
For pain or just like
for pain because you can't really like you can't move. If you're
Yeah.
laying down, like they're pushing on you and they're stretching your skin, so
Yeah.
like you kind of feel like there's a weight on you, so you just kind of feel like you don't breathe. But so you're sitting up, and you're just kind of having to move around based off
Okay.
where they are. And but yeah, so I've been watching the movies a lot of that. But yeah, no,
Yeah.
the I mean, I've got 2 sleeves. It
Right.
definitely is the most painful, but I think it's one of those like
What's the worst area
of
of the back?
the back. Anywhere that doesn't get normally hit. I'm just gonna say it that way. So like
Okay.
right here.
yeah.
I feel like
is
the love
yeah.
handles would hurt so bad.
honestly not terrible.
Okay.
The upper ribs, like under your arm,
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
those are pretty tender because they're like you have
Just straight bone and skin.
in the Marine Corps world, it'd be called combat hardening, where you just kind of hit each other in the arms and forearms so that way you
Okay.
kind of deaden the nerves to get
Mhm.
used to that. And so those areas don't get hit,
Yeah.
unless you're like a boxer or something like that.
Sure.
Yeah.
And so like those are fresh skin and fresh area. And so you're like, yeah.
Oh.
But yeah, no, once you, if there is,
Did you take painkillers or anything before?
I'll take ibuprofen.
Okay.
But I mean, like that's mainly just because it itches.
Mm.
And so
Mhm.
like, and I'm sitting there, like I'm doing 6-hour days.
Yeah.
So like, I'm just like, it's also like my hips hurt.
Yeah.
I'm having to sit up. I'm having to like rest and lean forward. So my back hurts, not because of the tattoos so much, but just because I'm leaning
position.
forward
Oh,
Yeah.
for sure.
for
Yeah.
hours.
Oh.
And so, but yeah, so there was, so with that, I've been doing a lot, but Borderlands 4,
Mhm.
Battlefield 6 came out 2 days ago. And I think
So
I
good.
think the 3 of us probably have 50 hours total.
Yeah.
I'm
Including beta?
okay. So
Probably not.
yeah,
released by beta?
I was counting Rob in my mental.
Oh,
math
yeah,
because
yeah.
he's been playing a lot. So we'll say 25 hours.
Yeah.
Total,
Yeah.
like in just 2 days.
Yep.
Between the 3 of us, and you're like,
It's awesome.
It's not a lot, but
Oh.
we both, all 3 of us work.
Yeah.
You have a kid.
Yeah.
We have wives, spouses.
I have like
others.
2 buckets of time a day I can game.
Yeah, and so it's fantastic. I don't know how IGN gave the single player a 5. It is probably
Yeah.
one of the better campaigns gameplay I've ever played in a
Yeah.
first person shooter. The story is enriching. There's a mystery attached to it, kind of like
It is. I'm enjoying the story.
Are you playing it too?
Yeah.
Nice.
Did you play Battlefield 3?
I did play Battlefield 3, yeah.
Do you remember how the format was? It was like this interview of Blackburn, and they kept going flashing back in time. This is kind of the same thing, where you are brought in. They keep referencing these old missions of who they're interviewing, and so like, but it feels good. The story feels good. It looks outstanding, even on like low graphics fidelity.
Oh,
It looks outstanding.
It looks
Some of the
great.
faces need some work on low,
Yes.
which makes me laugh.
yeah.
Like there's a signals intelligence guy at one mission. His face looks terrible,
Mhm.
but his mouth moves correctly for the words.
Okay.
So like, hey, it's.
I mean,
works.
EA learned their lesson. We can already see that.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
2042 versus this.
Yep.
Oh yeah, but I
This
mean,
game is so well optimized.
2042. I mean, I didn't have an issue with 2042
At launch,
at launch. I didn't have an issue.
dude, I had like top tier PC. Like I didn't have any of the Cyberpunk issues.
See, I was on console
Okay.
Mm.
at that time.
And it wasn't also just performance issues. It was like
It was just overall,
there
like
was
how they did the game.
nothing to
Yeah.
play.
Yeah,
Like
it got
didn't feel
it
good.
got repetitive very quickly. There was
Yeah.
no story. Like
A
that's,
lot
Yeah.
of cheaters. The drops were horrible, and there was no scoreboard.
Oh yeah, I remember that. There
That's
was no
right.
story
Yeah.
in the
I
beginning.
forgot about that.
It was rough.
But
I
yeah.
forgot.
But yeah, Borderlands 4 was super
Have
good.
you beaten the main story?
Mhm.
Okay.
He helped me beat it.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah. I've kind of stopped playing since then, just
Same.
because I was like, you know what,
Well, Battlefield's coming out.
Yeah.
too.
Battlefield's coming out.
I'll go back to it.
It's also the haunting for Call of Duty, which, by the way, Call of Duty, the level of effort you're going to keep people from playing Battlefield 6 this weekend is hysterical.
But it's also hilarious that they just raised the Game Pass prices.
Because they were trying to make money for BO7, which is
Right.
the game that nobody wanted.
Yes, it's crazy. It's great. It's like it seems like they're trying to push people away, but then they're doing stuff like the free weekend. Yeah,
Yeah.
interesting.
But I also heard that Xbox supposedly, like, we're going on a hard tangent here, but Xbox supposedly is canceled their hardware division.
I think that's a rumor. They're already fully set on their next gen.
Yeah, I was like,
console.
I remember them talking about it. I thought so.
And they have their handhelds coming. I think the biggest rumor is that people would just, if you were to ask me, like, if I were to bet in 15 years, is Xbox going to release a new console? I might say no, because they're leaning more towards their subscription service and just trying to get their games. Like, they're doing day one on PS5 now for like Outer Worlds 2, like their first party.
Yeah, Gears of
games.
War came out on
Yeah.
PS5.
Yeah,
day
exactly.
one. Yeah.
So they're getting away from like the exclusive console.
Which I'm all for.
Rumor has it Halo. Halo may be coming to PlayStation.
I would not be surprised if they announced it
Here in the
tomorrow.
next month.
I don't know why you would do it at this point. Maybe the Master Chief Collection, but I don't know why.
No, what the big rumors is they're going to do Halo Combat Evolved in Unreal Engine 4.
Yeah.
Like a remake. And that I
Give us
think
a
would
Halo
definitely
3.
Bro, oh my.
Ugh.
I would die. If they did a Halo 3 Unreal Engine 5 remake, I would play that for the next 2 months. Everything from ground up, like custom games, Forge. Bro, that Final
That was my
Mission,
childhood.
that's one of my top 10 games of all time.
Yeah. So Borderlands, Battlefield. It's the haunting for Call of
Mhm.
Duty, which is probably
What does that mean?
So
It's like
there's
an
a-
event, Destiny event.
Okay.
Think that.
There's
yeah.
the war zone basically turns into a night level, and there's zombies floating around. In previous years, when you died, you became a zombie. If you killed enough humans,
Okay.
you could go back to being a human. Now it's a traditional war zone with the zombies from the open world. And if you camp too long, they just start showing up more and more and more.
That's
and
kind of
more.
awesome.
It is a chaotic gameplay. I played with some friends from high school,
cool.
and we had a blast last night. But it is so chaotic.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Guns ablazing the whole time.
yeah. Like you
I
got
like that though. I'd
do
rather
too.
people be running around rather than camping.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's just a lot of fun.
Nice.
So like I do appreciate that. I do enjoy Warzone. So I'm looking forward to. But when this comes out, Battlefield's BR will be out. So
Yeah. When is it? When does it
the
come out?
28th.
28th. I think
That's
it'll be
pretty
out
soon.
Yeah, they it's like a 2-week delay.
Which I think that's what COD did with Warzone, right?
mm,
Or Blackout.
It was a couple of
maybe?
months.
It was a couple
Oh,
months.
okay.
Yeah. But I'm curious if it's gonna be. I haven't looked into this, so like I'm curious if it would be free to play, like Warzone.
Yeah, that'll be interesting to
That's
see.
a good question.
I also really hope they give it a good name. It's just not Battlefield 6's BR. Give me.
I could see EA doing that.
Yeah.
Battlefield 6 BR.
Is EA who got sold to Saudi Arabia?
It is, yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
50 billion?
yeah,
Or a million? Was it?
Billion.
it was in the
55.
B's.
It was a
in the
B,
B's.
okay.
It was 55 billion.
Which is crazy. Like, are they worth that much?
No,
I know.
I'm curious.
Like,
how the Assassin-
their IP is just like killed now. I feel like the next Dragon Age, like,
It's
unless it
perfect.
gets stellar reviews, I'm not buying it.
No.
I know. I see. I think the next Dragon Age, everything that we saw in the last one, all the
Mhm.
issues with it will be gone because Saudi Arabia is not going to play that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not going to put
They're
it
not
back.
gonna-
yeah.
Yeah.
They're not going to.
They've already come out and said that. So.
Yeah. Well, you know what's crazy? I'm surprised they didn't wait like a month. Now that, I mean, Battlefield 6 is going to kill it.
700,000
Concurrent,
concurrent
yeah.
players in the first 12 hours.
Yeah. And when the BR drops, I wouldn't be surprised if that goes higher than that.
That's
Yeah.
true.
So it feels like they're more valued now than they were 2
which
weeks
is
ago.
which is probably good because that means they're taking all the money.
Yeah.
So they probably did it before, like, hey, it has to be done by this, so that before the
Mhm.
release date, so that way they incur. They probably,
Was intentional. Yeah.
Yeah.
it was the win just in case it did bomb.
Yeah.
So
Oh, that's true. Yeah, it's definitely. Yeah, like what is, I know this is another side tangent, but what do you think is like EA's best franchises right now?
right now,
Right now.
Battlefield.
Battlefield.
Yeah,
I mean,
right now,
I think that
Battlefield.
the Jedi Order series is
Oh,
pretty
that's right.
valuable.
Oh,
I
yeah.
guess it is there. But
Do they do like the Division as well?
No, that's Ubisoft.
Okay.
Wait, but that's owned by E EA.
No, it's not. No, Ubisoft. No, Ubisoft's their own company. Unless it's like the same Saudi Arabian company. But no, Ubisoft, they're not under EA.
After acquisition, French based Ubisoft EA sold 14.8 and 2. Yeah.
Ubisoft is owned by EA.
It was an EA acquisition.
No, we know it's not. They sold stake to it, but
okay, so they had ownership.
Yes, that's what, because the Saudis have been buying stakes. They've been buying small stakes in video game companies, and then they went all in on the EA one. So that was a new move from them.
Gotcha. Okay. But yeah. So yeah, that's what.
Okay.
That's
I would say Battlefield. That's their biggest.
I mean,
I mean, we thought Mass Effect. Hopefully, we'd see another game.
That's the thing; they're killing their best franchises.
But see, I think honestly, Mass Effect has a better chance of coming out under Saudi Arabia than the current EA staff.
I would think so too. I think we would get a better Mass Effect.
I think we're gonna get. We might see a return of the old IPs.
So obviously they have the sports, Madden, college football. I mean,
that's true.
EA. I mean,
EA
FIFA.
Sports, it's in the game.
These things sell like crazy. It would be cool to see if
I mean, that is true, dude. The sport games, people buy. My brother buys the new Madden, and now he'll buy the new NCAA every year.
Sure, yeah, and also all like the card stuff.
Yep.
With what was it? My team or whatever.
My coach, my team.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah,
Champions.
GM.
What is it?
Yeah,
Road to Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Whatever. Yeah. See, I only play for the My Story, and if there was a football version of that, I would do it. But
besides the sports, also Apex.
I mean, they do microtransactions like a gym.
Pretty up there, but Battlefield's probably the most valuable besides the sports stuff. Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, but FIFA makes like $1 billion a year for them.
Right.
But FIFA's crazy.
Exactly.
Ultimate Team. That's what it's called.
That's what it is. Ultimate Team.
So, but yeah. So no. Yeah. That's I've been all over the place doing a little bit of everything. So, but yeah.
I mean, I'm in the same boat. Been doing a little bit of everything. Borderlands 4.
Yeah, you dove in deep.
I dove in deep.
That thing.
How many hours do you think you have at this point?
Realistic, I think my character, the Steam app tells me like 110. My character on Borderlands says
108 probably.
No, it's like I don't even think it's over 80.
No, there can't be that much disparity.
No, I leave the game. I'm a terrible.
Okay.
Oh, let me just hit pause. Carter, can you help me with this? Walk out of the room.
Oh, okay. I see.
And then I don't go back for like 6 hours, and the game's just on, and it's like, oh shoot, I forgot I left the game running. That happens every day.
Okay. So because like for my top games, because like there's different ways to keep track of it.
Yeah.
I usually have like because load screens, Steam counts loading times.
Exactly.
There's usually for like a 50-hour game, there's like an hour difference. For a 100-hour game, it's like 2-3. So,
but I'm always high. I just leave it. I leave it running.
You hear that here? Carter's always high.
Yeah, high on playtime.
I was gonna go to school, and then I got high.
I was gonna play Borderlands, and then I got high.
But yeah, Borderlands, loved it. I'll go back. I beat the campaign.
Did you play multiple characters or just
one? I was Rafa. I started a Vex on like Ultimate Vault Hunter level 1 because you can load in as like level 30. It was not. You don't have the time to like learn the character, understand the build, and so I wasn't loving it.
It's almost like MMO like.
It's very like, and this Borderlands 2 is even more on like the Destiny Diablo side, where like you're hunting for that piece of gear that completes your set. And so,
have you felt about the end game?
So that's the issue. There's not a huge end game where like even 3. By the time I went back and like replayed 3 with a bunch of buddies, there was all the DLC that you could play. We don't have that yet with Borderlands. So it's like right now you can do like basically there's a weekly mission.
Okay.
A vending machine you can go find and a boss that you can just beat for better loot. So like you can knock it out in an hour and then you're done. So they need to work on the end game a little bit. Yeah. But besides that, I thought it was good. Had a lot of fun with it. Ghost of Yote. Yes. Loved it as well. Phenomenal. I was telling
How far in are you, by the way?
I have.
Have you killed any of the Yote besides the snake?
No, I've only killed one. I killed the snake.
But I'm spending time there to be clear.
So
we should spend some time talking about Yote.
Okay, so bit. I'm on the set.
I would like to ask for a spoiler free.
We'll do spoiler free. We'll do spoiler free.
And that's only because
no, 100%. Yes, yes.
You have interest in playing it, and it just came out, and it's a story heavy game too.
Yeah,
so
I have a huge interest in playing it. It's more of just like
You got so much on your plate.
There's so much.
I've got a business trip next week, so I'm just trying to get in when I can.
Nice, because I've probably put about 30 hours into it.
Okay, I'm probably at 18.
Okay,
I have to say.
So and that's where like from the first place you start off, did you go straight north like into the plains, or did you go to the right?
So I went to the den, like the town building, and I'm a bounty hunter.
No, that's what I did.
That's what I'm doing. I'm doing the bounties. I'm getting like, you got a map? I'm buying your maps. I'm buying your house. I'm placing them. I'm getting all the wolves. I'm getting all the X triangle X. X triangle circle L1 triangle.
Oh, the bamboo strikes.
Yeah.
Some of them are
I hate those
tough
things.
Bro,
in this one. They
the
did
left-handed one.
Hold on. Some of them were tough. They were tough in the last one.
Yes.
See, I'm normally fine with that kind. This one they're
including like clicks.
They're including the right thumbstick, and so there's one that you're literally having to hit the left D-pad and the right and left trigger, and then you're having to go back to a thumbstick, and it's just
impossible.
It's
So you got to do the little.
Literally, Garrett, I'm over here crawling.
You literally have to like two hands on the left side, and then you bounce over.
A crab claw on my controller trying to hit.
You know what I did? I got
Kaylee, come out.
Yeah,
literally that would help. I got on my elite controller. I'm literally like, this is stupid, and I mapped the clicks to the
that's not a bad idea.
The back bumper, and then I got it.
Okay.
I might buy a scuff controller just for that.
I play with the PS5 Pro, and I love
the Elite.
Yeah,
so good.
Is it a good controller?
It's great, and it doesn't have the quality control issues that the Xbox Elite. Xbox Elite is still my favorite, like actual body of a controller. It's my favorite.
Like the weight
you will like the weight of the PlayStation Elite too.
Next time I'll bring it. Next time,
it's got a great. I'm not a parallel stick guy.
See, that's where I went to the PlayStation because I like the parallel.
You like the parallel?
I'm going back. I feel like there's times where I'm sitting here playing, and I go, I miss the like horizontal or just the
diagonal.
Yes, the diag. I need the diagonal.
But the bounty hunts have been like my bread and butter.
Okay,
and then also getting like all the extra weapons.
I'm enjoying it, and and whenever you play, Garrett, you'll see this everywhere you look. There's just something to explore.
Yes. So, and it's something you want to do.
Yes,
at least in my experience.
I'm right there with.
That was my thing with Shadows. Is like after 20 hours, I was like, I don't want to do these things. Yes. I know I'm jumping up. I'm again,
and because I have gotten to the point where a lot of the stuff I'm doing in Ghost, I feel like it is starting to feel a little bit repetitive. But then I'm also okay, I sunk 30 hours into the game and 4 or 5 days whenever it was out. Like I was just staying up playing it. And so,
I'm hitting the point where I'm about to be like, I'm just gonna start hunting down the Yote 6.
Yep. That's because I've unlocked a couple of the weapons.
Which ones have you done?
The whatever the dual katanas.
Yep. That's the first one I got.
Big
the Hurikaga.
Yes. Same. And then I just went and unlocked the the
Kurisaga or whatever. Yes. That's what I literally have it. I got it on my map. I got the lane
sounds
going
like we are going the exact same path.
Yeah. I literally went like, let me get this whole area. And then
that's exactly
right.
Okay, so that's exactly what I did. And whenever I got to the new place that you unlocked, the Kusimaga, whatever, I was like, I'm gonna go right up there and get it. And that's basically what I've done.
Where you paused that? Yeah. Have you done the dueling tree one yet?
I have. I made it to the boss.
So good.
I have not
beaten him.
No.
Okay, I haven't either yet. I just did the first 5.
And because I was playing on normal at that point, I have upped it to hard because I'm like, this is just too easy.
Oh yeah.
And I was only playing on normal because I wanted to try to beat it before Battlefield came out.
Yeah.
And then like
There's
10
so
hours
much
in, I'm
there.
like, I'm not going to finish this in 20 hours. I need to.
Those are the 2 games I'm going to be jumping between for the next month and a half.
Yep. But loving Ghost.
This last comment on it, the slaughter kill.
The slaughter
when you have your assassination maxed out.
Yep.
So essentially, Garrett, so you're aware.
And they had this in.
This was in
it wasn't
Tsushima? Okay.
Yeah.
So when you max out your assassination skill tree, you can assassinate leaders.
Brutalize.
Yes.
Okay. So it's called slaughter in this one. And it's like you literally walk up behind them, and instead of using like a knife, you pull out your katana and just like literally chop their head off horizontal.
It's cool.
And everybody else in the
fears and
like, oh shit. And then what do they call you?
The Onye?
Onye? Oh, yeah, something like that.
Oni?
Oni.
Oni.
Oh, yeah, Oni, yeah.
It's demon.
Yeah.
No, Oni's one of the Yote. It's like Oniha or something like that. Oni's one of the Yote 6.
Oh, it is, yeah.
Anyways, it's one of my favorite, like...
Everything about the game is so... It just gets you in the world.
Yeah. It is the Assassin's Creed formula perfected. In my opinion,
I would agree.
I think there's a limit to how fun that can be. Like it gets repetitive at a certain point, but if you like that formula, this is the best that.
On Unreal?
Yes, Unreal.
Yes, that's it.
It's Ghost.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Oh,
I like that.
I didn't know that. That's cool. All right.
I like that.
That's a Reddit comment.
No, I like
okay,
it. Thank you,
okay.
Reddit.
Yeah.
How much time do y'all think you have into the game?
I probably have like 18 to 20.
Yeah,
but I've been like literally doing completionists in this area in the years before I move on.
Yeah.
I mean, like, how long to beat says about 48 and a half hours.
Okay, so
Yeah, I believe that.
To do 100%.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So 39 hours for
I can
just
see that.
I can
main
see
and
that.
extras, which
Yeah.
I assume would be cycling.
And I did find out
Mhm.
after you go to a new place, it doesn't do the widescreen on your horse anymore. Have you?
Does it? No, I'm still widescreen.
I have not seen widescreen on my horse
Interesting.
after I hit you guys up
mad
on
at that. So
I did not. I
it's-
was
Well,
going
it's
to
so
say
interesting
they were
because-
listening on Discord. They heard.
Yeah, they must have been because it's so interesting. You first hop on your horse like 10 minutes in the game, and it does the widescreen. You're like, oh, this is it.
It's very cinematic.
It feels
Like,
cinematic, and then it
yes.
happens every time you hop on the horse. The next 20 hours, you're like, okay, I
I'm
get
over
it.
it. Yeah.
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 I'm over it now too.
So you got to go to another place and then come back and stop doing
New
it.
region.
Well, it still does it in like the
What?
first plane reason, like the first
That is
area
so
you unlock
weird.
or start off in.
Yeah.
It does the whole widescreen for horseback. Any other location, it's
It
not
doesn't
doing it
do
for me.
Yeah.
So I thought that
Mm.
was interesting.
Yeah.
And then we Battlefield 6, loving it.
Yep.
From a watching perspective, Kaylee and I started Chad Powers. It's a
Oh, how is that?
we're enjoying it.
Okay,
It's-
I think Milos are probably
it's-
gonna watch it.
it's a very it feels a lot like Stick, Ted Lasso,
okay.
an Apple TV.
Yeah.
So we like it. She
Yeah.
also loves
Glenn Powell.
Glenn.
I
So
know. Liz is a
what's not to hate?
Longhorn, and
yeah,
he's at every game now. So
it's fun.
I've had about enough of him.
He's overrated. I'm with you.
I mean, as an actor, 100%, but he's kind of the heartthrob right now. So
Yeah, he's like Josh Hartnett.
I don't know who that is.
Pearl Harbor. What was the last M. Night Shyamalan film?
I was going to say he was in that. new
Oh
M. Night film.
Trap.
Yeah, Trap.
Wow, I literally okay. Thank you for making that connection because I was like, I
forgot
know
about
Pearl
him.
Harbor, but I've never seen him in anything else.
Trap.
But him.
But yeah, he was super popular when Pearl
Okay.
Harbor came out,
Yep.
and then he disappeared after that.
Yeah.
I think Glenn Powell could disappear and no one would care because he's not that good of an actor. He's just a pretty boy. He'll come back in a
I
couple
think a
years.
lot of Longhorn fans would miss him because he's now like very embedded with the Longhorn brand. He's like not. He's
the new
definitely not
McConaughey.
McConaughey level, but he's like
No, he'll
mini.
repla- yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's fine. I don't
Yeah.
care about them either.
McConaughey he's actually an incredible
no,
actor.
no. Longhorns.
Oh, Longhorns. Okay, I was like, bro, McConaughey.
No.
He rocks.
No, Matthew McConaughey is.
You can't be a Texan and not like McConaughey.
I'm not a Texan, so
You're a
might,
Texan.
I might live in Texas.
If you live in Texas, you're a Texan.
Mm,
I think that's the rule.
I think Texans would
Actually.
disagree with you on that one. With the amount
We got
of
two
go back
Texans
to
right here.
California.
Now we got two Texans here.
If you pay property taxes, you're a
Yeah.
Texan.
All right, fair.
If your mortgage is almost the same as your property tax, you're a Texan.
Is there anything
what
else
have
we
you been
watched?
watching?
We
But-
just watched the new Mission Impossible, and we'll
Okay.
get into that.
You and Kaylee?
Yeah, she
Did she watch the whole series?
she
with
has
you?
watched the whole series.
Dang, that's
okay, so the
impressive
first
commitment.
time she watched the whole series was whenever the original like Reckoning. What is it? Day of
Okay,
Reckoning.
Yeah.
Dead Reckoning.
Dead
Dead
Reckoning,
Reckoning. When
yeah,
Dead
yeah.
Reckoning came out, year and a half, 2 years ago, that's when we went through and watched them all.
Okay.
She loved them.
Oh, nice.
And we got through. Well, I say she loved them. After 3,
Yeah.
she was ready to bow out, and I was like, "Babe, I promise you,
Yeah.
it gets better."
4 is when the game begins.
4, I'm like,
Or
they-
is really where it takes. Okay.
yes, they rebranded. Tom took
Okay.
over, and
Yep.
he's like, I want to start producing.
Good.
These need to be more just fun action films.
Yeah.
They're so good.
Because one's a good movie, but it's like,
It
it's
has
not
aged well.
incredible.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah.
very 80s spy thriller. that
And when
came
you
out in
like,
the
when you
90s.
do the spark notes, like you recap, you're like, wait, that's all that happens in it?
Yes. Well,
Like-
and it's like I feel like all that or the world has just changed so much. There's
Yes.
a lot more things to think about. Like I want to be entertained or I want something more interesting to happen
Yeah.
on screen. So
It's just great, and I know we're bleeding into another conversation, but when you watch the first one and if you watch it and finish that movie and you say, how is this series going to pan out in the next 30 years? Like it might have a couple extra, but then it's going to be dead.
Look,
that might be your guess.
Sam, after 2, I thought it was dead.
Yeah.
And then after 3, I thought it was dead.
Yeah.
And then
Well,
Ghost
it's funny
Protocol.
that like after now that like all these other movies are out, like 2, it's kind of got a little charm to it.
guys, terrible thing to admit, but 2 was one of my favorite childhood movies.
I think
Oh,
2 is
agreed.
charming.
My brother and I loved it.
Okay.
And then Kaylee and I
And
went
back
back and
in the
rewatched
day.
it, and I'm texting Connor going, this thing is terrible. Like, what were we
but it's got a
on?
charm to it.
Yes.
It's got a charm to it.
John Woo is the man back
Oh,
Yeah.
then.
man.
Do we just want to roll into it?
Yeah, we can roll into
Well,
it.
before we run to it,
Okay.
do you have a favorite Battlefield map so far?
Oh. No, I feel like I haven't played
Enough to.
I haven't played enough outside of the maps that we got in the beta. I feel like right now I keep playing the maps that I already know,
Dude,
and I have yet
and
to
the
play
one that
something
sucks
new.
that what's the one?
Quicksand.
Yeah.
Is that
Yes,
big one?
that's the one that you said.
Yeah, we were on it last night. It's bigger than the one you hate.
Yeah, which actually after today, I like that one more.
And
Like we
it's
did fine.
emptier than that, and it's flat.
See, that sucks. Okay,
And you're just like my favorite map.
Sniper's Paradise, and if you don't want to do that,
and it's like if you're not
miserable.
rocking a sniper, you're just like you're
And yeah,
barbecue chicken. There's a map, I don't know the name of it, but the sea base has 4 entrances and it's in the center of the map. So much fun. That's my favorite so far. Can't remember the name of it, but
is that the one with that's in the city-esque?
it is in a city. Yeah, it's in like a broke down city.
Were we playing that last
Yeah,
night? Yeah. So
we might have played that one
we
today.
did.
I do. I like that
that's
map
a good
lot.
map.
I like that map.
That's a good map. It's the one where we got decimated by the team, and
we were stuck in the back, or they
were all running submachine guns earlier today.
That's right.
Yeah, you were playing, and you didn't come and join us, man.
When? Oh, today?
Yeah.
Well,
or did you leave
no,
it
no,
on?
no.
Did you pull a card and leave it on? It goes.
No. I had hopped out for, like because Eli wakes up at like 2.
Okay.
And so I was like, you send a message at like 2:10.
Well, no, because Kaylee and I went and ran some errands, and I saw that you were on, and I
Okay.
almost hit you guys up, and I'm like, oh, we're not going to be back for like an hour and a half. If I
Yeah.
hit them up now, and it's like, oh, let's go play. I'm like, no, I got to wait and just send us to bring it back. And so
I know I was about to message like I just hopped off, but
yeah,
I was already in full dad mode.
There's a, oh yeah, I'll be on tonight. Well, Kaylee, she got invited to go watch the Texas Tech game with some friends.
Okay.
And so I was supposed to go there after this tonight, but
Good year for Tech.
it is a good year for Tech. They don't win a national championship in the next 2 or 3. They're never going to win one, or they won't win one in our lifetime.
In a while,
That's what I'm telling Kaylee.
Yeah.
So, anyways, yeah.
Okay.
Mission Impossible.
Yeah. Since we're talking about Mission Impossible. Yeah.
Oh, so
So since we're talking about Mission Impossible, we thought we'd do a tier list. That's one of our. I think one of our favorite episodes was doing the tier.
Your lists are just so good, man.
So we are going to do that. So let's start with Mission Impossible 1.
Okay.
In general, quick
Before we do this tier list,
okay. Yep.
are we also including like cultural impact to like the movie series? Because like one can go one of 2 ways. We can put one at
sure.
like
What's
S
our
and
rating
say this
scale?
kicked off the series, like kicked off Ethan Hunt.
I think it's worth noting, but I don't know.
Are we saying like how is this movie?
It's up to you
Okay.
to decide if that plays a
Big enough impact on your view of it. Okay.
you have to persuade us.
Okay.
Yes.
because I mean, like, let's pretend that you gave 1 an S just because it kicked off the series. I'm going to tell you, between the time frame between 1 and 2 is almost a decade,
That is true too.
and so
Oh wow!
So
I didn't
2
realize
kinda-
that.
yeah.
So
And then
I
3 and Ghost Protocol. I
So
think
we're
is like a
about so
5-year
2's
gap.
going in S. Is that what we're saying?
They're both S tiers.
Yeah, exactly. That's the start of our list.
Plot twist.
No,
They're
just-
all S tier.
it was 4 years and then 6 years between 2 and 3, and then
Okay, I was about to say 10
5
years is insane.
I was going
like,
to say, okay, yeah.
So
he grew out his hair, but that's about it.
So 4 movies in basically, 20 years is what he did for the first 4? Or 15?
Yeah, almost 15
Okay.
years.
Dang.
Okay.
4 movies in 15 years. So like, and then after that, it's every 3
Started knocking
years
them out.
roughly.
Yeah.
And if you take out COVID, it's every 3 years.
Is there any movie series besides Star Wars that has 9 films?
This is
Harry
8,
Potter.
but
Well, Harry Potter's 8.
yeah, this is 8.
Okay.
Oh, I thought there was 9.
No, there's 8.
My bad.
Done. You can't see it.
Well, Harry Potter has like the part 1, part 2.
Yeah, but there's 7. Wait, is there 8 books or 7 books?
I don't know. I didn't read them. I watched them for the first time 7 years ago when Kaylee and I started dating. So
It's like
They were great.
It's like the prime. We just started dating. What are we gonna get into?
Yep.
Because me and Liz watched them when we started dating too.
Yep.
Same for Hunger Games. Anyways, Mission Impossible.
Yeah, Mission Impossible. Yeah, I was like, there you go. You can see them on the screen, but you
Yep.
couldn't
nice.
because
Okay.
it had frozen. Because I
Hey, I
hadn't
don't
done
know
anything.
why I was thinking 9.
Because I feel like there should be 9,
Yeah.
but there's not. There's 8. So, what's the story on 1? Here, since each movie has a classic scene, that's when whoever describes it, we're going to tell the plot, the classic scene, and then your score.
Okay.
So we'll start with Carter, since he just probably rewatched it. Him and I just probably rewatched.
I rewatched one like 5 days ago too.
Okay, I was gonna say,
then
you
how
do
about you
one.
go? How about you do one?
Okay, so I don't know the specifics of like he's in this agency. Ethan is with a crew, and everybody dies.
It's a team.
And it's a weirdly brutal elevator death scene.
Yeah.
For the time.
I remember being terrified.
Yeah.
Of that
It's
kid.
like, whoa, that's kind of graphic. And the
There's
yell,
also the dude from
scream.
Don't do Gordon Bombay like that.
Yeah,
Do you
and
guys- y'all get that reference?
It's
Mighty
no,
Ducks.
He's the guy from Mighty Ducks.
Oh,
Charlie
dang, bro.
Sheen's brother.
Yeah.
Oh, what the heck?
Yeah.
Blowing my mind right now. Yeah, the scream is like haunting. I'm like, what type of movie is this when you see it? Everybody dies, so Ethan runs away. He's the only one who doesn't die, or so you think.
And that's the beginning of him being claimed to be the insider.
Yeah,
Yep.
exactly.
The mole.
What happens next? He goes to the rendezvous point. Hot chick shows up, and he's like, "You're an inside agent." He's like, "No, I'm not. We were supposed to meet here. Why didn't you meet here immediately?" Because we were supposed to wait at 4:00 or whatever.
3 days.
3 days. Yeah.
God, how do I remember that?
That's impressive.
Yeah, that is impressive. And I just saw it. I don't remember that. Yeah, what happens next?
They go to try and figure out who.
Essentially,
Joe-
the plot is they're trying to figure out who turned on who,
Mhm.
and then that's where they introduced who's the government bad guy's name?
Wait.
The main guy who's in the series, who's like kind of Ethan's
Oh,
rival,
The CIA guy?
the CIA guy. Yeah,
Oh,
he's in
Huntley?
like almost every movie.
yeah. I know what you're talking about.
They introduce him.
He's like the director later on.
What?
Mhm.
That's surprising to me.
No, not Sean.
Where is he?
Agent, you-
That's him. Yeah.
Yeah. Who is he? Agent.
Briggs.
Briggs. Is that
Briggs
him?
is that's his fake name.
No, no, it's this guy, Agent Henry Kittinger.
Oh, Kittinger.
Kittinger. Yeah.
That-
Kittinger's introduced.
You're right. At the
Yeah.
scene where they're in the restaurant.
Yep, and then where
Yep.
the aquarium blows up,
That's
and he
right.
rides
Yeah,
the
and
water
that's when he
out.
does the
I
throws it
forgot-
at
Okay.
that was a good scene. Yeah, and then there's some stuff that happens in between. The iconic scene, at least in my opinion, is the infiltration
for the knock list.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, and also we have to give payback because that's the tie-in to the last movie.
Yes. Which is awesome to
Full
rewatch.
circle.
Yeah, it's got the same guy.
Yep.
I did appreciate that.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
did too.
I also appreciated his outlook on that. Like he had, yeah. We'll get to that point.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the classic scene is Ethan doing the little down.
I slipped.
Because of
Oh, there's a rat on
There's
me.
a rat,
I know,
yeah.
like what a 90s movie thing. There's a rat in the air duct. Like, okay.
let alone crawling through.
I
the
know,
air
yeah,
ducts
let
at
alone-
the CIA.
And he's walking towards a grown dude. I know. That's like, okay, come on. And then of course Ethan stops right like 1 centimeter from the ground and then drops his knife. But great scene regardless.
yeah, solid. Like it's a solid. Like that scene is really good.
That's the best part of the movie, in my opinion.
Oh yeah.
Like there's some
100%.
scenes that are like when he confronts the whoever his leader was. I don't know his name. I'm so bad with the names in the series.
I'm talking about like the actual character or the actor.
The
'Cause
old guy,
Jim
number
Phelps?
4. Yeah, number 4. Yeah. So he confronts him at like the phone booth. Like that
Mhm.
scene is like weirdly 15 minutes long.
Yeah, right.
And it's like, you guys are talking way too long.
Yep.
Like this should have been,
Like I said, it's a very 80s.
Yeah.
film
Dude,
that
in
one
the
was
90s.
very-
this should have been a
yes.
2-minute scene.
Yes.
Yeah. Like
Yeah. And then that's like the big bomb drop of like,
he's alive.
yeah, exactly. And everybody, he yeah.
Did you? So you watched it recently.
Yeah.
You watched it recently.
About a year ago, but yeah.
But
yeah.
you know the
Mm.
so okay. Hard spoiler. Jim Phelps pretends to shoot himself and fakes his own death.
Ah!
Did you
Falls
see
into
it?
the river.
But you can see it in the film. Like,
Oh, you
in
can?
the camera. You can see his wrist pointing the gun.
Oh,
at
that's
himself.
right.
Wait, are you
Yes.
talking about in the actual scene or the flashback?
No, the actual.
actual
Oh,
scene.
that's
Yeah.
crazy.
It is insane to me. I was like,
Okay.
you can't. I was like, I called it like in my review. I think I did call it like an editing mistake because I didn't want to redo
It
it.
must have been, yeah.
Because like you can blatantly see his own hand
I
doing
forgot
this.
about that.
And so
If you
yeah.
go back and watch it, Sam, like you can literally tell. And it's like
Really?
nobody realized it until they're done shooting it
Yeah.
and they're in the editing room and they go, shit, what do we do here?
I wonder if it was one of those
Gotta
things
leave
where
it
like
in.
we're shooting this once because it's just such a big budget scene,
It-
and they're
maybe.
like, we're gonna use this for the flashback, and we'll see if anybody notices it in the
It's
real
like
shot.
It's like the Starbucks cup in Game of
Yeah.
Thrones.
It's not that bad. That is like the worst.
It's a major plot point.
Yeah.
That you can see 5 minutes into the movie.
But it's also what really happens too, you know? So maybe that's a point why it should be there.
Hey, good point. Good point.
Thank you.
All right. So what score would you give this and why? Tier, not score.
Yeah,
Sorry,
tier. I would probably put it in tier A, which is high because it's not a great movie, but it's the kickoff of so many iconic characters that we see throughout the entire series. Kickoff of Ethan. It does have some good scenes. Yep. I like the infiltration scene where he steals the floppy disk or whatever. Like
that scene.
People will still think about that when they think about great action scenes.
They still think about that for like general spy shit.
Yeah, for sure.
That's true.
That's true. And like it does set the stage for the rest of the series for the expectation for those suspenseful scenes.
Yes, exactly.
So I think only because of that.
If we're saying a movie alone, I'm not giving it.
The movie alone is a C.
It's in there.
So I think because of what that standard for spy shit.
Yeah.
That it's set. I could argue an A. I can see the argument.
I was going to give it a B, so I'm fine with it.
I was going to give it a B.
Hey, I'm fine with B.
B?
Before we move on, can we just talk about how weird the sexual tension is between him and the girl? Like after everybody
that's married.
Her husband just died. Literally 2 seconds ago. Everybody just died.
It's Ethan Hunt.
And Ethan's like, this girl just killed. She's the spy. And then she's like, no, I'm not. And then they just lay on the bed looking at each other for like.
I wonder if that was like a James Bond. Like we have to have this like
Yes, that's what I'm thinking when I'm watching. I'm like, okay, it's during the time of like those campy James Bond movies, but it's like this is like peak trauma for both of them. And they're like about to bang. It's so weird. And also like just her whole character, like when he gets back and he finds out like that Jim, whatever his name, like isn't dead.
Yeah.
And she like grabs his hand and like kisses it.
That's,
you know what I'm talking about? It's so weird.
Oh, that's good.
Anyways, we'll give it a B.
I think B is appropriate. So don't mind me. I'm just saving screenshots so I don't.
Okay. We're being kind about it. About the B.
All right. 2. It was your favorite movie back in the day. Go for it, Carter.
Loved it. Well, Ethan.
Hey, I loved it as a kid.
I gotta be honest. I had to think about what 3 was for a minute. So I'll take 3.
2 starts off great scene. Ethan is doing some what do we call it? Solo climbing, no rope, almost falls off.
Stupidity.
That too. And then Ethan he gets a new love interest, of course. Old guy comes into the picture.
Again, weird love interest.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
it was like what was it? A high-speed car chase or something at the beginning? I don't even remember how she came in.
No, she was a thief and he was the security consultant, and she worked and the novel of her cover, she was working for him.
Yes,
that's how he roped her in.
And so there's a new, instead of a nuclear bomb that Ethan has to go destroy, he has to destroy
the Chimera.
Yes, the Chimera. I was trying to think of the name. Great pull, Garrett.
Yeah,
he has to go destroy the Chimera. And I'm butchering this because I'm flying through the movie. I'm basically getting here to the end.
Bro, gun to my head, I couldn't remember.
Okay.
You're not wrong.
Well, then, love interest. She gets the Chimera. So then Ethan has to pull the crazy mask stuff there at the end and save the day. And it was fun. I mean, you're watching it right now.
I'm watching a trailer.
It is just...
The CGI this is
I'm telling you, it is so over the top. Like Kaylee and I went back and watched. I'm like, I'm sorry, I asked you to rewatch these. I haven't seen this one in.
Can we talk about his hair though?
15. Oh, great hair.
Incredible hair.
That's why they brought it back in the last one.
Yeah.
Oh, people wanted long hair Ethan again because it looks so good.
Yep.
This is just bringing. Sorry, Sam is watching
Hannibal
the trailer right now on his iPad, and it is just bringing back.
What's the score in the
A wave of
24-14
for who?
A&M.
Okay. I know nothing. I'm not paying attention to any sports. I just know you said you were going to watch it on mute, so I wanted to call it out.
But I've been doing a great job being engaged.
You have been.
I don't even know.
But yeah, I did. I love to, but it is just so it's so over the top. When we talk about editing things, one thing that comes back for me is the scene with the motorcycles at the end when they have obviously street tires on them, and then they switch when they're on the sand to dirt tires or whatever. And it's like, what are y'all doing here? And so, yeah. But man, I want to say it holds up, but it doesn't hold up great. I think Sam kind of hit the nail on the head there with just the CGI. It was
the
back
flip kicks.
Yes, it was back in I think the Matrix came out recently.
Kickflips is so like Power Rangers.
The Matrix came out in 99. And so all the trailers would have been like 98ish, which would have been like right during pre-production for this.
Because this one was just Ethan shoots 100 bullets and hits one guy, and then there's 500 bullets going at him.
He does
and
these little spin things.
Yes,
and slides.
yes. Yeah. I mean, it's so over the top, but at the same time too, it's fun.
Let me defend this.
Hold on. Okay. I do have something.
Okay.
A legitimate defense.
I do too, as well.
The opening scene of Chimera when it's introduced and the bad guys do this, the face reveal, which was the first one.
In the series? Because it's definitely in one.
No, yeah, I'm sorry.
Okay.
The way they do it, the mask change, the new one. That scene is what inspired the Dark Knight Rises scene.
The Joker one?
No, the Bane one.
The intro?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
That's cool.
Christopher Nolan said it's one of his favorite scenes because it's so
I like that.
It's so well done. The transition from it being Ethan to whoever the bad guy is, the Australian guy or the South African guy. And then them killing everyone on the plane by throwing it into the mountain. He's like, it's such a cool idea to do a heist in the sky.
Mm-hmm.
And so he's like, I had to one up it.
I like it.
And so talking about things that leave a legacy. And I think that's what these movies have always done is just.
I do too. I think and again,
unfortunately set a standard that we all want, but don't necessarily age well.
Yes.
When we think about Mission Impossible,
I don't think about this movie.
Two things. Well, hold up.
Other than how bad
because
it is.
you do, and I'll explain why you do. Two things that we think about: incredibly big set pieces of Ethan climbing something. First time we see that in this series is him climbing those dunes at the beginning, and that's a great set piece.
Clarification: those are the Monument Mountains.
Yes,
not the dunes.
thank you.
Yeah.
And I know you're going to clarify me, so I appreciate you there. That's the first time we see something that grand and big where he's actually doing a real stunt.
Yeah.
Because what do we think about with
Ethan
Tom Cruise?
Real stunts.
One, there's not really many stunts.
I'm not giving this a B. I'm putting it out there now.
He's doing that. And
We're
then
giving it an S.
Other thing we think about is intense chase scenes in some type of vehicle,
100%.
like a motorcycle.
Yes.
Or the Porsche and whatever scene when he's chasing the girl and he has to do the little slide thing, the jump cars. Yep.
Right.
And look, when
we didn't get either of
15
those
years
in one.
ago, I loved the movie. It's going back and just
I think if we're one is the bottom tier for action, two is over the top action, and and everything is in between. Everything else is in between. Those were they were filling themselves out, and then everything.
And
else
that's a good
take the best parts of 1 and 2 just by themselves. That is most of the series, the best parts of the series. When you think about it. One is way too much talking. You got like 2 good scenes, and there's a bunch of talking in between. 2 is you got horrible dialogue, horrible CGI, but some pretty cool set pieces. Put them together.
And another scene that always stuck with me in 2, I think they were at the horse races or something, and the guy, he takes his like henchman and he cuts his finger off with the cigar cutter.
Yeah. As sharp as those things are, it's not going to happen.
It ain't going to happen.
But always stuck with me as a kid. Like,
dude,
did not like it.
For sure.
As a cigar enjoyer that only smokes them like once or twice a year, I'm like, don't put my finger in there.
Yeah, exactly. So if we take a step back.
I'm not giving it a P. Will not happen.
Did you enjoy this movie? I can't say I didn't.
As a kid,
I can't say I didn't.
As an adult, having rewatched it for this podcast, I can 100% say that I skipped most of it because I got bored with the over repetitiveness.
This has been 10 years since I've seen it.
So
let's take that into consideration.
I think as a younger person, where it's just, the over top action is more about what you want, whereas as a more refined movie enjoyer,
right?
We want something more. We want substance, and I don't think this has any substance. Do I think that there are parts of it that have set stages for again what we want?
The series,
but I don't think
as a movie as itself.
The movie as itself, I think, is a D.
I'll agree with you there. I might say a C minus.
I was gonna say I think it's a C because of what we're trying to bring legacy into this. I think
let's go between C and D. I like that.
I agree with that. There's no way we can give this a B in a good.
No,
I like that.
No,
between D and C.
And no time would this be a B. But no, I think you're right. Yeah, the stage is being set for the actual actions by Ethan, even though the motorcycle scenes were not done by him. I don't think because the hair changes a couple times.
Yeah.
But him climbing is him for sure.
So yeah. All right.
And the action scenes were at least solid.
Fun.
Like
They're
they're
fun.
better than some action scenes.
They're just again John Woo just over the top. He's
Yeah.
but that was also the land of what is the other John Woo films? I want to say he did like the Jackie Chan like police hero movies, and those are way over the top. But I love Jackie Chan, so it's hard for me to like trash on those. But it's a very cultural, stylistic choice, and I just don't think it translates well anymore. So 3, Ethan has quasi left the agency. He's a trainer now. His protege is captured, and he's called back into action right before he's getting married, like during like a wedding shower. He has a job as a Department of Transportation, supposedly.
Is that what it is? Okay.
Yeah. He makes a comment of it's really fascinating seeing one person hit their brakes and seeing it ripple across, and people are like, "Oh, this is boring," and all the girls are like, "I'd marry him." But anyways,
that's right. When he's in the kitchen or whatever in the house, yeah.
And so he goes back on a mission to go collect his protege. She tells him something's happening, and all of a sudden her head explodes. Well, kind of. The insides, her eye does this weird twitch thing that still bothers me to this day. So the whole story is about him trying to find the rabbit's foot. And
is 3 the most sexual Mission Impossible movie?
Probably.
What do you mean by sexual?
Like the most sexual tension. Most of like a love interest is like actually
from a love
like
interest.
you see it getting hot on camera.
No, there's
none
hot on camera.
Like there's no romance.
I mean,
you think he gets married in the hospital.
Yeah, I would say there's romance, but not in like a romance novel romance. We're not talking like, the smut that
steaminess going on.
Okay.
But it is. I mean, the whole story is all about it's him looking for the rabbit's foot, and then the guy who has the rabbit's foot, which is what's his name from Hunger Games?
Yeah, he's creepy.
He's super good. Who is he?
I know he's
from the first Hunger Games.
Pale, bigger guy, white hair, slick back.
Here, hold on. I can.
He's also
here.
I have no idea what his name is.
Oh yes.
Oh wow.
He was so good in Along Came Polly.
Yeah. So, but it's also the introduction of Simon Pegg's character Benji.
Oh,
finally,
love Benji.
I didn't realize it wasn't until the 3rd movie.
Yeah.
Yep.
We also get Maggie Q, who I can't stand her character, and the other dude. He's not even on here. Oh, there he is. Jonathan Ray Myers. I don't know who you are. Don't care. I found both of their characters to be dumb and terrible.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we get Simon Pegg, Ving Rhames, Jiminy Crickets, and Tom. I think those 3 together.
Good on screen.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
one of the more like menacing villains in the series.
He's very calculated.
Like one that you actually care about from start to finish. Like I feel like that's always been kind of the weakest part of this series is like actually caring about the villains in the movies.
I don't know if I can agree with that after 5.
See, I haven't seen 5, so that might be where I'm wrong.
Okay. Because like once you get into the whole Rogue Nation,
five was good. Like I did not like Gabriel in the new and the last one.
That's what I'm saying. Like that, and that's what I'm thinking about.
Throwaway. Gabriel was a throwaway.
But 5 was with the Syndicate.
Yeah.
And Henry Cavill's like a great on-screen villain, but as far as like a storyline villain, you know what I'm saying? He's more of just like a combat antagonist.
Yeah. So. But
I would agree with that.
Yeah.
Philip Seymour Hoffman figures out who Ethan is, kidnaps his wife.
Yeah.
And plants the bomb in his head and says he's going to make her watch him die.
Have you seen 3?
Yeah, I've seen 3, but it's been a while.
So the whole story is about him trying to save her from him, as well as get the rabbit's foot because they think it's some kind of weapon.
3 was like a TNT Sunday at noon, watching it in my pajamas.
And so so I to be honest, I'm trying to remember the big scene, and
when he shoots his wife, Hoffman. He kills his wife, and you think...
Oh, yeah, that's right.
You think she dies.
I was thinking about the stunt.
There's not like a set piece in this film.
He swings, he fulcrums from one building to the other one and lands on it and then slides
down.
Oh,
and is that where he does the shootout also in the building?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's sliding down and they're shooting the
tennis. That is a good... Yeah, okay.
But it doesn't hold in your
mind.
It doesn't,
yeah, it's not sticking in my mind like...
that's also where the helicopter does the barrel roll through the windmills.
That's true at the beginning. Yeah.
And I think... because
There's clearly scenes there that are good, but
I don't think they hold up. I think the story is probably one of the more important stories for the whole legacy overall, because it sets the stage for who Ethan is and who he is in 4 and 5 and
the rest.
The rest of the series. Yeah.
And why he
does what he does.
Why he does what he does. So I think from a story aspect, it's a super important movie. But for a movie itself, I think the movie itself, actually, I think the whole thing, movie, action, all of it's a C. I think we get some really good highlights, but there are like heartbeats, not plateaus, like a little high plateau.
Yeah, I agree with you there.
I completely agree.
I think it's a C overall.
3 was my least favorite up until we went back and then I watched 2 again, and I was like, oh, I got to move 2 to the bottom.
I think this is perfect. I think the way we have this laid out right now, because if I'm talking about nostalgia, I probably have 2 higher, but I know it's not a better movie.
So I was literally going to say nostalgia is what comes to mind when I think of Mission Impossible 2.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, it's so good. But then you go back and watch it and you're like,
this movie sucks.
It doesn't hold up.
Yeah.
But and it's very nostalgic.
Yeah.
And that's what I was explaining to Caleb when we watched
it. As we're talking through it, like 2, there's just more scenes that I remember than I do with 3.
Yeah.
Like it just stuck out to me.
Well,
more.
3, when they shot his wife, but then actually shot his wife, that one just stuck with me whenever I saw it. And I did not want to go back and rewatch 3 for a while.
Yeah.
Like
I do remember that.
It took a year and a half, 2 years before I was like, yeah, fine, I'll just watch this one again.
I think what also bothered me is that there's always that little twist to the story about what's really happening, and I found that the twist was lazy. Like it's his friend, like his friend for that many years is not going to turn in his friend and his friend's wife. He's just not going to do that. Like it felt out of character for the relationship that they had built. Oh shit! No, the important scene
is the on the plane.
No, it's on the bridge when they're doing the first scene on the bridge, and the drone comes over and blows up the bridge, and Ethan gets shot across, and he's trying to get to it so he can shoot the helicopter because Philip Seymour Hoffman gets rescued.
Oh, I do remember when he's at the event.
They're on the Key West
party.
Bridge.
Yeah.
The Key West Bridge. That also his transformation into Philip Seymour Hoffman is also good. But yeah, so it's still a C. But think about how much effort it took us to
taking us to get there. Yeah.
So 4. Did you watch 4 recently? Okay.
No. I'm rewatching the trailer. I've not seen this.
4 is Ghost Protocol, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Ghost Protocol. And this is the iconic tallest building in the world.
Yes. Yeah, so 4 is when they rewrote the script.
We also get him hanging out of an airplane.
Mm-hmm.
And Jeremy Renner.
Jeremy Renner's character, which I really thought was going to play more. Wait.
Oh, I think the airplane one is Rogue Nation.
That's Rogue Nation. Sorry, I'm looking at the posters and they kind of look the same.
Yeah.
This feels like a shift in Hollywood. I feel like this movie is indicative of a shift in Hollywood. Where it's like, if you're going to make an action movie, it actually has to be good.
Mm-hmm.
Like before then, like mid 2000s, 90s. This was 2011.
So a post like 8 Fast and
Furious
like
movies. Transformers,
after the decline of Transformers and Fast and Furious,
right?
So they were Tom Cruise is probably like, hey, we have to do.
We actually have to make good movies, right?
So, do you want to do 4 and I'll do 5, or would you prefer I do 4 and you do 5? I think you said Rogue Nation's your favorite, right? Or Ghost Protocol?
They both are for me. I mean, I like all the last couple.
Yeah,
How is Jeremy Renner in this? Is this the only one he's in?
Jeremy Renner.
He's in 2 or 3.
He's in the next 3.
Yeah.
He's only not. Yeah.
He's in Fallout?
Yeah.
I don't remember him in that.
No, he's not.
I thought Renner was in Fallout.
No, he's not. Henry Cavill takes his place as the other person on the side, like the other big name.
Yeah. Well, okay. I thought he still had a small spot though, because he was like with those scenes where he's like, I'm not allowed to.
That's at the end of 5.
Oh,
because he does it twice.
Okay.
Yeah. So in 4, he is an agent that is brought in because is 4 when they blow up the Kremlin? Or is that 5?
I think it is. No, that's 4. Like 4 is good.
Yeah. So
4
4
is
I mean, this trailer looks awesome.
like it's probably my favorite.
Ghost Protocol is a story about like, oh yeah, it is 4 because they built a criminal,
Like,
and that's when they get disavowed. Yeah, duh.
I mean, just like
4 is-
watching this trailer,
like,
it just looks
no,
like
I'm telling
this
you,
just looks like a better movie than
4
anything.
It's
is
a criminal blowing
so
up.
good.
And also, like this is the first one we see him actually getting the Tom Cruise
The
run.
full speed
yeah,
run.
No,
exactly.
you get that in 3.
You get them 3. Okay. Oh, you're right. You're
when-
right.
Oh,
when
you
you're on
do.
the
That's
canal.
right.
You're right.
That's right.
That's when it first comes up, and people really
Yeah.
ragged on him for it. He's like, I'm running to go save my wife. Why would
Yeah.
I not sprint at full
Right.
speed? Like the cameras can keep up with me. Like, what's the issue? But yeah,
Right.
so Ghost Protocol is that there's a guy who wants to blow up the world with nuclear weapons. He believes it's the only way that the world can survive, and so he is just a brilliant strategist. His IQ is like 180 or some shit, and so he's basically manipulating a bunch of people to find a nuclear bomb.
First movie looks like they're using real guns.
First movie using real guns.
Well, I'm not saying they do, but they actually
Yeah,
just first one it looks like they're real guns.
And I also feel like 4 went away from like the shoot 'em up genre
Yeah.
where it's like they're taking shots, they're hitting shots, and then we move on to the next sequence of the
Yeah.
fight or the scene, whatever
Yeah.
it is. And yeah.
Yeah. You also don't get as much of the like crappy talking story like we did in 2 and 3.
Yes.
So
talking is very intentional.
They-
like it
Yeah.
feels like from this point on.
They also added a bit of comedy or like just like comedy relief with the way and it makes the film just flow so much better.
you get Benji.
Yes.
You get Benji. You,
You get Benji.
You also get the Russian who in the beginning
that's right.
from the and
Yeah.
he's funny.
Yep. And how Jeremy Renner acts with Tom, because rumor had it he was supposed to be the new Ethan Hunt.
Yep.
Oh,
and
that was the
before
thought.
his accident or whatever.
No, he
Oh,
did,
way
he
before
did
then.
Bourne.
Yeah.
That's right.
He took on the Bourne stuff and was
Yeah.
like, you know what? I don't know if I want to sign on for another 15 years of Mission Impossible. And so he moved away.
Yeah. Okay.
But
But I mean, to be honest, it worked out because that Bourne movie did not. It was okay.
Yeah.
But
Not very memorable.
But yeah, so basically they get disavowed because as they're trying to go and stop the guy from stealing the Russian nuclear codes, the Kremlin blows up.
Yeah.
And
they blame it on
and they blame it on
IMF.
Ethan.
Yeah.
And so they get disavowed, so they have to go and use back channel deals. We also get my second least favorite like Mission Impossible girl is the chick, the agent.
I was glad she was in 1 and done.
Yeah, agreed. She was not that great.
No.
I also found her character to be really weak, like emotionally weak for what she's supposed to be.
Agreed.
Like it felt out of character for who they're supposed to be. And so yeah, the Kremlin blowing up is probably the biggest scene, along with him climbing up the outside of the Burj Khalifa and then having to climb back in.
Yeah.
And so like the whole movie is about them just trying to stop the nuclear codes. Oh, and the I want to say it's Japanese.
Like even the scene when they break into the Kremlin and how they have to do that. Like I don't want to say any spoilers because Sam hasn't seen it, but like the whole thing is just cool.
Yeah. It's a solid movie. Like there's nothing. I don't think there's anything super.
I can't believe I haven't seen these.
I do really appreciate that the joke at the end. Oh man, you've got to watch it because he calls it out. He says something really dumb, and then at the end he's telling Ving about it, and he's like, "Oh yeah, man, I even said this," and he goes, "No way, you did not say that." He goes,
Oh,
yeah,
that's
man.
right.
And
yes,
so, and like they call out the stupidity of some of the. It feels like an intentional call out for dumb lines from previous movies.
Oh, really?
And
That's funny.
So, he's right. The comedy beats become more intentional, but don't take away from the story. They're more character driven rather than like written in.
Yeah.
Like
they feel true to
they
the
don't
characters.
take away from the seriousness of the story.
Not
correct.
at all.
Like there's the one that pops in my mind when you said that earlier was Benji trying to tell him that he has to climb the outside of the building with these gloves that barely work, and he just gives him this look.
Gives him a look.
And it's just a comedic look. Like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
You know, and so like I really appreciate it. I don't think it's anything to write home about, but I do think it's the beginning of what we view as Mission Impossible.
I would agree. I mean, it's when I think of Mission Impossible, I now think of 4, 5, and 6, like the latest ones that have come out, and
yeah.
Oh, they're just so good. The other cool thing too, or just fun fact with Ghost Protocol, we got a little clip of Halo 5 whenever Benji was in
that's right. That's right.
Whoa, before it was out?
was before it was out.
Whoa,
and so
that's awesome.
So you saw Halo 5 before, and then there's also
Also,
the phone they use was called the Dell Streak.
And you know what's crazy?
Yeah.
The Halo show was on Paramount. I wonder if they had some type of relationship way back when.
Well, maybe.
Maybe.
Because
You know what? There might have been a TV show trying to be built years ago.
Maybe, yeah.
Because they were doing like the animated stuff.
They might have owned the rights.
Oh, maybe you're right. Maybe they already had the animated show on Paramount or something.
But the Dell Stride.
Or just the Dell Streak was like the big phone that Ethan uses. Never made it to market because it was too big for its time. My dad had a couple of testers. Somebody stole my iPhone. He sent me one. Everyone used to judge me and they go, Carter, why do you have a tablet as a phone? That phone was actually smaller than what the iPhone was. It was just, Dell was so far ahead of its time.
That's funny.
Yes, they tried to get into the cell phone world. And,
Shout out to Dell.
All right. So what are we giving this? I know you haven't scored it.
You guys are selling me on it.
What would you give it? What would you expect?
Just off what you're telling me, I'm saying like A+, maybe S-. I don't. So the thing is for me, like there's one clear S for me on this, and it's Fallout. Like that.
We will get there.
We'll get there, but like that's like
one in the
out of the whole series. I'm like, this is actually might be like one of the best action movies of all time. And I think
have you seen 5?
No, I haven't seen 5. I haven't seen 4 or 5. 4 or 5 is the only ones I haven't seen. But 6 and 7 to me are like these are some of the best action movies of all time.
Agreed. 6 and 7 are my two favorites. But I'm gonna say a B. And the only reason I'm saying a B is that this is the infancy that the crawl that allowed the rest of them to walk and run. But there's nothing in here that provides the continual legacy. We get the good characters in here, but we don't get anything truly spectacular in this, in my opinion.
Do you think it's better than 1? So then we shouldn't give it a B.
I 1 got a B because of the legacy that it created. But I don't think. I think it's on par. I think as a movie, it's a B, but I don't think it has the legacy aspect.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Is like, I think as a movie, it's a B. Like, it's a fun movie. It's entertaining, but there's nothing about it that like, like it's the beginning of the new formula. You can feel the new.
You're still saying out of all these movies, it's the best movie so far.
Correct.
Yeah, because we're saying 1 is B based off of legacy, essentially.
Yes. One got the upgrade because of legacy. I think as a movie, it's like a C or D.
Yeah, I would agree with you.
I'd give it an A, but we can give it a B.
Well, I feel like that's B+.
So split them.
That works. I like it.
I got no dog in this fight. I know I want to watch it now.
You should. It's outstanding. All right. You know what? I'm gonna move the. Yeah, whatever. We'll just leave it here. All right. Number 5 for you, good sir.
Number 5, Rogue Nation.
First time that the love interest is in, like the main love interest is introduced. She's kind of the most important one.
Jessica Ferguson.
Yeah. It feels like she has the most important, because like that's the reason he won't fall in love in 8 and 9 is because.
Yeah.
8. You mean?
7 and 8. Sorry.
But he does.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's how I feel. I'm like, he's still,
but I think that's because Jessica Ferguson and the production company got into a fight.
Did they? Okay.
Oh, really?
That's why she has like 4 lines in the last movie.
Okay. I did wonder if she wasn't getting along with it because she was great, and apparently her and Tom Cruise like loved working together. So
did she have a sniper scene in this in like the desert? Or am I thinking of another movie?
That's 8.
Oh, that's 8. Yep. Thank you.
So,
okay.
Rogue Nation.
So, Rogue Nation, the IMF is still disbanded. They're not around.
No, they're around again. They got reavowed. That's where Jeremy Renner at the end of.
I'm reading it says with the IMF now disbanded and Ethan Hunt out in the cold, a new threat called the Syndicate.
Oh
no, because the
soon emerges.
The end of the movie of. Oh no,
it's not. I'm telling you, they're still disbanded.
Right.
Yeah.
Because they're still disavowed. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Okay.
Right, he reading the Spark right now.
Yeah, I get it. I was like, oh man, there's a whole scene about this. I forget. That's
no, because there's so many movies.
It gets confusing. Also, Jeremy Renner's parts are always like secondary. So
and that's where like I can't remember. They are like Jeremy Renner is like a side character. I would say in like 5 and like actually no.
In 5, he is the aide to the chairman,
Oh,
and he does have a bigger scene in 5. 6 is what? Oh yeah,
he wasn't kind of a bad guy. He's kind of like a double agent.
No.
Okay. Well, you said aide to the chairman. I'm thinking he's.
But yeah, there's basically a new Rogue Nation coming up that takes a bunch of highly skilled agents from other countries that have like died, and then they try to do just world terror.
Okay.
And they are in charge, or Ethan kind of figures out, hey, this Rogue Nation has been in charge of a lot of terrible things that have happened over the last few years. and it's the Syndicate. So like we need to start tracking them down.
Dun.
Yeah. And so that opens up. Rogue Nation might have my favorite villain.
Opening scene? Oh, villain.
Or just, villain.
Who's the villain? Is it Gabriel? Or?
It is.
No, it's the guy they rescue in Fallout.
Oh, what's his name?
The dude that they rescue from the armored car in 7?
Solomon Lane.
Yeah,
yes.
Solomon Lane.
Yes.
Okay.
And he gives more of a Bond villain,
Yes.
which is like why I like
You
him.
like him? Okay.
Because I do agree with you, Sam, on Mission Impossible doesn't have great villains.
Yeah.
Rogue Nation had a great villain.
Okay.
And then with 6 as well. And it was just great. But yeah, that's
it is 6 is where they rescue him.
Yeah.
Because that's the whole point of 6.
Yep. But yeah, that's basically the premise of Ethan trying to figure out like
Oh,
who is
yeah.
running the Syndicate, where are they, what can we do? And so it's just another. What I love about Rogue Nation is it starts off and it probably goes 35, 40 minutes until there's an actual conversation where Ethan's like sitting in a room talking and your butthole is like this size the entire movie.
So tight.
It is. Oh,
Do you guys feel
The
like
whole
Rebecca
movie's like
Ferguson is
that.
the best love interest in the Mission
Yes.
Impossible series?
100%.
I do.
Besides his wife.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
do like his wife as a love interest. I think they are in a world where like there's always this idea that you are supposed to be paired with someone like yourself. I do find
That's
the
his
idea of
person?
balance.
Mhm.
Like if there was someone outside of his world that he's supposed to be with, it's his wife.
Yeah.
If there's someone inside the world that he's supposed to be with, it's Rebecca Ferguson.
Yeah, I like that.
Okay.
I
Haley Atwell, though.
yeah. But yeah, we also get So the first scene is him getting his mission, but it's been co-opted by the Syndicate. It's like
When did they start
Like,
this message will self-destruct?
the first
it's
one.
not the first.
It's based off the
the
TV
plane,
show.
yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, so like he's in listening to a record and it's like, Ethan, we know you're looking for us, but you'll never find us.
Ooh.
We
So at this
infiltrated
point,
all-
you realize sorry, Garrett. I
Yeah. And
cut you
so
off.
he looks out the window and the person who gave him the record to listen to
Mhm.
is being held at gunpoint by Solomon Lane, and he shoots her, and then and then the booth fills in with gas and it's locked, and
Yeah.
Ethan can't get out. That's
Oh,
how
that's
the
where
movie
we see him
starts.
hitting the boom, boom.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's how it
That's how it starts.
That's how the
Okay.
movie starts. So
And then it's like a
Wow.
high speed chase up
Bum,
until an
bum.
intense water scene that Ethan has to steal something from.
oh yeah, dude, I forgot all about
No,
that.
I'm telling you, Rogue Nation, like Kaylee and I watched it,
Mhm.
and afterwards she was like, my heart like will not slow down. And I go, the entire movie's intense. Like there is 2 scenes where people are like sitting down talking and you can kind of just breathe for a second and then it immediately picks right back up.
Yeah, because each of those scenes have a little twist in them to make you realize that
What's going on?
There's more afoot than what you thought in the scene. So you're like,
Oh, that's yes. Yep.
So yeah, no. What's the big scene in that one? Well, obviously we have him hanging out of the jet.
At the beginning,
At the
that
beginning.
one's sick.
That's such a crazy scene.
That's the one where he climbs the airplane on the side, right?
Yeah.
Is that the jet?
Well,
you
yeah. He's holding on to the big of like a
Yeah.
C-130,
Okay. Yeah.
and he's holding on to it, and he's telling Benji to open the door, and he opens the wrong door.
Oh.
And so Benji's trying to remotely hack open this plane while it flies away, and he's opening the wrong doors. So, but it's taking off, and so Ethan's hanging on to the side of the plane.
Yep.
And so, yeah.
And that one still has like the comedic relief because Ethan's running up trying to get on the plane. Like, where's Ethan? Oh, he's on the plane. Oh, Ethan! Like they just have.
What
a
do you
good
mean
time
on
with
the
it.
plane?
Yeah. What do you mean he's on the plane? Like,
Benji, open the door.
Yes, Benji, open the door. Like the whole thing is just good.
That's good.
Rogue Nation's fun.
Yeah, this is I think I want to give it an S, but I think knowing what
comes later?
comes later, I don't think it's there. I think
It's better than those. Okay.
I think it's an A. I think it's an easy A.
Easy A.
I think we're also getting to the point where the legacy stops to play a big role.
And they're
into it,
just good movies.
and they're just good movies.
Yeah.
And I think this is where we're at. A is a good movie. It's like high intensity, high action with good storytelling in those action, and you're not getting a lot of this like meandering going on.
Yeah.
So I'd give it a A. You agree?
I agree.
All right. All right, Sam, since you've seen Fallout, what you got for us?
I cannot hit you with the summary of the plot, but I love this movie. This is like one of my favorite action movies of all time.
Agreed.
And it was the first movie. It was my first Mission Impossible movie in theaters.
Ooh.
Yeah, so I'd never seen another one in theaters. They were all just like at home on my TV. And I remember leaving that. I'm like, have I been sleeping on this series my entire life? Like I didn't realize because
Just from 4 to 5.
Yeah, because I just kind of bucketed in with like honestly like kind of like the Fast and Furious. It's like it's just like a legacy American action
I'll get around to it
series that people love, but they're not really good movies. And I saw Fallout and I was like, wait, this is incredible. I mean, and it obviously, I would say it has, I mean, maybe this is I might be overstepping here, but I think it might have the most iconic scene in the series.
Arm reload,
the bathroom,
the arm
Henry
reload.
Cavill fight. Yeah, I mean,
that's when Henry, in my opinion, that's when Henry Cavill came onto the main stage.
yeah, he was knocking on the door with Superman, and that was really where.
Yeah.
Have y'all seen the clip where he grew a beard in the scene? Have y'all seen that? Whenever so like if you go back and watch it, he doesn't have facial hair.
Oh, and then he does
and that's
again?
where Tom Cruise in an interview he talks about we were watching it in the editing room, and I can't explain it to you. There was nothing we did. Henry grew a beard whenever he threw his arms out, and it's like I love the guy even more now. And so it was really cool.
It's so good.
Yeah. But yeah, no. So the story is that after Rogue Nation, the IMF has stood back up.
That's
and
right.
They're
Oh yeah, because they have
continuing
the
to
new
hunt. There's a new group, the Apostles, have shown up, and they're trying to follow the Syndicate and Solomon Lane's program. But they know that the Apostles are people inside the agencies in the world. And so they're trying to figure out who they are, and they think it's Ethan because he's always been the guy who's been on the outs.
Yep.
I was like, okay. And so they assign Henry Cavill's character to watch him as he goes through all these things.
Who's he, Walker? Is that?
Yeah, Walker.
Okay.
And Walker's an assassin. But is this this is the movie where he breaks his ankle?
Yes, he breaks it jumping it. This is where he climbs the helicopter.
Wait, what?
The rope climbing up the helicopter.
No. Yeah, but no.
No, but I'm just saying there's like there's just so many insane
Tom
scenes.
Cruise snapped his ankle
when he jumped the building.
Yes.
Yeah, there's just so many insane
I remember
scenes
seeing it in theater going, that's when it happened. Like that had to have been when he snapped his ankle.
Yep. So, but yes.
Let me ask you guys a question. So when I think about Fallout, I think the hand-to-hand combat is like some of the best in any movie as far as like feels realistic, super intense.
I would say it's probably where John Wick got most of the
inspiration.
Yeah.
Do you feel like 4 and 5 were on this level, or did it take a significant step up as far as action?
The leap changed.
Like, okay.
I would agree. The leap change. Because 5
as much. I would say in 5, most of it is
like car chase, like thriller. Like you have you have an intense car chase, and then it goes into an intense motorcycle chase, and so like just a lot of James Bond thriller stuff where
the only fight, the hand-to-hand fight scene I can picture is when he's being tortured, and that's more comedic.
Yeah.
Vanessa Kirby got introduced in this. I forgot about that.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, she is. Yeah, but but Rogue Nation is where the hand-to-hand really comes into play.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, this is my favorite movie. So So Walker ends up being the bad guy, and he's also Ethan's wife's.
Is Walker Alex Baldwin?
No, Walker's Henry Cavill.
Oh, okay.
But Ethan's wife has been in hiding, protected by the IMF, and Walker has been her guardian angel for years.
Oh.
And so he's the one who tells her to go to this area that's where the nukes that Solomon and his apostles have collected, and they've put them in the camp that she's in because there's all the other radioactive MRI machines and stuff like that. And so Ethan goes there not knowing she's there, and then runs into her.
The Paris chase sounds
and
so good.
And then but we get the the helicopter chase scene.
Yes.
Where Henry Cavill's manning, like shoulder or hip firing an M60 out of a helicopter.
And you believe it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He could do that.
I mean, he looks like Jesse Ventura from Predator.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
But yeah, just outstanding movie. It is, to me, this is S tier. Like you have all the action. You get the romance from 3.
Yeah.
You get, because like you get to see the love he still has for his wife.
Yeah.
You also get to see the love blooming for Ferguson, and kind of that the intentional passover from the wife saying, "Hey, it's okay."
Yeah, they're out of the honeymoon stage.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's Tom Cruise, and I don't know if you guys would disagree with this. I feel like it's Tom Cruise doing his own stunts at a peak.
Yeah,
like jumping over the building, the helicopter flying a helicopter.
Yeah, and hanging off we get an homage to 2 with hanging off the side of the cliff.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Yeah, he climbed the whole side of that. Yeah, like all the motorcycle chases in Paris.
Yeah.
So good, man.
This is it is an almost perfect movie. It might be a perfect movie. I'm actually really curious what I gave it.
As far as like action, Man, I love Dead Reckoning though. I don't know which one I like more.
Yeah, I gave this a 9.
Nice.
So
Yeah, I would put it in S too.
I'd put it in S.
easy S tier.
Yeah.
And hey, look at us. We're building our bell curve because that's in my opinion, that's exactly the route it goes.
Yeah.
So
Same.
moving into 7, I will say this for Rogue Nation, you also get the Rogue Nation to Final Reckoning, all the same storyline.
Yeah.
Because it's all about the syndicate trying to push an order forward, and the AI is continuing that legacy. It's the same story. I argue. So 7 is AI shows up and the entity
run through Gabriel essentially.
Shows up and is taking over the world and blah 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 blah. And the blah 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 is honestly the whole 7 and 8's bad guy is the worst. It's a
yes, it is. I agree.
It's just there.
But the action in 7, I think, is the best in any of the movies.
I'm trying to remember what happened.
I was gonna say I need to go back.
So we have the car chase scene where he and Haley Owl are handcuffed.
In the minute.
Ooh, that one is cool.
That is like one of my favorite scenes of all time.
Oh shit! What's her name? Mantis is in this movie.
Mantis is in it exactly. Yeah, like the whole nightclub fight scene. She is incredible in this series, and I love her character arc of like straight up villain in this one, and she's kind of a good guy in the next one. And then
oh, that's right.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The
that one was
the
cool.
8 takes or whatever. I mean this. To catch the train, and then the train breaks the Uncharted 2 scene. Yeah, at the end of it. Oh my gosh, this is my favorite in the series. I love this movie.
It's a great movie. Yeah. And I just
the villain is the weakest part without a doubt.
The entity is the weakest villain. Yeah. Gabriel's a weak villain because I think so I know they introduced it earlier in the series about they're given the choice, and it's all because they have a criminal past and whatever. But I don't think we ever really know Ethan's. And so this introduction of this Gabriel, like, why did Gabriel kill this? We still don't know the why of that from back in the day.
That's true.
Let alone, why would Gabriel remember him for 30 years?
Right.
This is the
and
one
if
that
he is remembering him for 30 years, tell us why the chip on the shoulder.
Yeah. We don't get any of that. Yeah. And so I think for the bad guy portion, it is the almost
easily
weakest. It might be the second weakest. I still think MI1 is the weakest.
I do like the concept of just in this day and age of technology and how they're advancing the technology in these movies, saying like, okay, what is really a realistic enemy and introducing AI is that like, I like that idea. It's just hard to make like a memorable villain that's truly AI, you know?
I'm going to blow your mind even more.
Blow it.
How did this AI come out in 2006?
Is this 2006?
No, but that's when they started it.
That's what
we learned.
You're right.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, yeah. What the heck?
And the Chinese didn't know what to do with it.
Yeah.
Like like this, it bothers me so much.
No, that's literally how I felt watching it with Kaylee last night, or at least the
rewatch of it. Yeah,
I was like, you're trying to tell me that you created this AI in 2006 before you had a good GPU.
Yeah.
And that it's this powerful now. Like, I get it, iterations and blah, 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 blah. But let's be real. Every government would have moved on from here and it would have started and I think they were just trying to close that circle because they never said what the rabbit
was. They tried to close everything.
And props to them for at least keeping it true to what the story was about.
Yeah. So
when I think about what I love about this series, it's never really the villain for me. It's like, does the action scene, do I truly, am I not sure what's going to happen in this action? Like, who's going to get hurt? And I feel like every action scene in this movie, the intro airport scene.
I love the intro airport
Incredible.
Scene.
The chase down where it's Haley Atwell and they keep stealing stuff from each other and he's chasing her down and then Gabriel comes. Oh my gosh.
That one
the car chase scene in, was it Rome or whatever, where they're handcuffed? Like the choreography in that,
that's right. Because this one has the nuke in the airport. And like, that's right. And they don't tell Tom and he gets
exactly.
But it's empty, you know.
Right. But yeah.
That's right.
And then the ending scene, the ending scene is, in my opinion, as far as like intensity in this series goes.
I'm trying to remember what it is.
Ending scene is where him and Haley are in so he goes off of the bike, parachutes onto the bullet train. The bridge explodes and the bullet train is hanging off of the broken bridge into like the river. Yep. And then they're just like, it feels like there's no music. It's just dead silent. And they're like trying to jump up each one. And then like a bar breaks and then he catches Haley and they're like hanging out. That scene,
it was intense.
It was like, no one said a single word in my theater. Yep. It was so intense. But I agree. I think the villain's the weakest part, but it's my favorite in the series.
Over Fallout?
It is over Fallout, yeah.
Okay. Wow. So
yeah.
So based off that, I assume you're giving it an S, correct?
Yeah, I would give it an S. And I do think there's aspects that are weaker. Like the villain's weaker. I think Henry is awesome, but the action to me, and I really do love Haley's character in this movie.
Yeah. Is Rebecca Ferguson in this one?
She is in it as well.
She is.
Yeah.
This is before she dies, right?
Yeah, she's in this one, but very, very minimal.
Yep. Because I think I was going to give this one an A, but
let's split the difference. Call it an A+.
Yeah, I'm done.
Because I think it's there. I have a really hard issue with
putting on the same level as well. Yeah,
and I mainly because I think the villain is
weaker,
very poor.
And I agree with you there. So I just think like all the side characters, it's just I cared about them in 8. Like I cared about Mantis. I cared about Haley Atwell.
And they also I forgot my other big issue is the dude that's hunting him the whole time. They kept alluding to who he is, but they never said anything till the end of 8.
Like Gabriel?
No, the CIA agent that's hunting him.
Phelps.
Yeah.
Briggs.
Oh,
Briggs.
Right.
But they never tell us anything.
Yeah.
And he doesn't. It's like I'm
that is
sorry.
true.
Like you again, they're alluding to something that's so big and profound. And honestly, I'd forgotten about Phelps. It's been 100 hours of time.
Yes, I agree. And I do like when a movie ends like on a low and an open open door
and a foreboding.
Yeah,
I
like
do, yeah.
Open to interpretation.
Yeah,
type
exactly.
thing.
Like he feels like they lost when the movie ended.
So all right, number 8. It's been what
first hour.
It's been a couple years.
No, it came out last year.
last year.
No. In storyline.
Oh,
I think it's been. I think they because they were
Has
releasing.
it?
I think in the story.
I thought it was immediately after.
It was because remember
he
this.
grows his hair out between 7 and 8.
No, I get that, but remember in the scene where all the like government people are talking, a guy goes, and this was just 3 months ago when Ethan blew gassed the people.
Yeah, I'm interested what the actual answer is.
Not looking for a runtime.
Yeah, they keep hitting you with that runtime.
And I'm not looking for a time difference calculator. Come on.
Oh, wait. Duration between 2 times and dates? Oh. That's real.
Still released.
So while I look this up, why don't you tell us about 8? Why don't y'all tell us about 8?
So to summarize 8, and the simplest way to summarize it is they felt it's a 3-hour movie. They felt the need to cram in every piece of lore and history in the first hour of this movie. So it is overwhelmingly fast paced.
Yeah.
While also introducing the villain, setting the storyline for the movie, and then the last 2 hours kick ass. That's kind of my spark notes of it. They introduce you to get back Gabriel.
You were correct. 2 months after.
Oh, 2 months. Okay.
For some reason I thought my mind told me it was a lot longer.
With the hair though, I can see that. Like that's fair. Yeah.
Like I thought it was like a year.
Right.
Yeah. So, but sorry, keep going.
I can't even remember, like what's the name of the AI again?
The entity.
The entity. Yeah. The goal is that they got to kill the entity because the entity is going to essentially convince every country to bomb each other or nuke each other essentially.
Yeah. Which is weird. Again, this is another like story plot line that bothers me is because the entity's taking control of nuclear arms. It's the whole countdown that they have.
Mm-hmm.
And first off, I'm sorry. But let's interject some real cybersecurity into this because at no time can you be like, we're down through the first firewall. Like if you've ever seen the Brooklyn Nine-Nine episode with what's his name? He's on the computer like they're through the first firewall. They're trying to get our MAC addresses. And
I don't know the character.
He's just it's just for one episode.
Okay.
But Peralta's like, yeah, I know computers. No. Yeah, I hack.
That's basically what it felt like. We were
because like they're like in 36 hours the entity will be through our firewalls. How the fuck do you know this,
Garrett? I was sitting there watching it, going unplug
again.
Like,
see, I can't believe you guys like. I do not think that deep with these movies. I'm like the moment I think past like one level, I'm like I'm gonna start hitting these.
But it's what I do all day.
Yeah,
every day.
I guess that's fair.
And so like it just, but it's that trope of like they understand this time frame, and argumentatively they could be like, well, we estimate based off the processing power and how like knowing where our stance is. But I was like, you don't know the stance of the other nations, and let alone I know that our nuclear arsenal is not connected to the internet, so there's no way for it to get through.
Right.
But they do mention like it's able to get through air gaps, so I do appreciate them kind of trying to get around this. but yeah, there's just this whole but yeah, the entity's able to get through the nuclear items, and somehow at that point it's going to set it off because
there's 2 keys to essentially get the.
And Gabriel has them both.
No, there's 2 keys to essentially poison the entity and kill it, so to say. Because he has to get the 2 keys to
that's to get the
whatever the device is, the source code. Yeah,
the source code. Which why would the source code be on? Yeah, well, I guess they did explain that because that's the original code, and if they can inject the change into the original code, then it'll replicate because that's the primary. It's looking at that for the default. So okay, they get that one. But yeah, so like I just
for me it was enough to get the ball rolling, and at that point I didn't care.
But you're absolutely right. The first hour is them recapping the entire series, and I think I did the math. Hold on, let me pull up my review because I think I actually did do the math.
See, okay, so I
was falling asleep in this first hour,
and that's fair. I do feel like the first hour is slow because you guys had told me like, look, the first hour is just going back and recapping everything.
43 minutes.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, I clocked it at about 43 minutes before the movie actually starts.
But it's like a TikTok movie. It's crazy.
Yeah, because whenever we were watching it last night, I felt like there was about 20 minutes at the beginning of, and they're just going back and tying everything together and trying to catch people up if you haven't seen it. And then there was another slow scene for like, 15, 20 minutes. So
they're essentially like, we want people to care about how we tie the bow around this thing at the end. And it's the end. And we've made a lot of movies. So do we just assume everybody knows the context? Or do we try and jam it down everybody's throats?
I do appreciate that.
I'm not saying that's the good approach, by the way.
I do appreciate them to do that. I do appreciate the style of like briefing the Joint Chiefs about who Ethan Hunt is and why him being arrested is a big deal and why they're bringing him in. I do appreciate that, but I don't think we needed to see flashbacks of every movie and then playing the flashbacks out rather than just telling us this and flashing them as they told the story.
I finished this movie and I still don't know who Gabriel is. It didn't really help with my enjoyment of the movie.
Yeah,
agreed.
I would agree with that. I agree with all that.
Yeah. So I think that's where this movie epically failed.
I do, but I don't want to shit on this movie because
it's fun.
The last hour and a half are really fun. Yeah, very entertaining. Yeah. Like really good action set pieces.
I even appreciate the like early when Gabriel's fighting Haley Atwell and Jessica Ferguson.
Yeah.
I am incredibly infuriated for what they did to Ferguson and the character because I think it's such a crappy death for everything she is. But her intro into the movie is awesome behind that cyberscope.
It's so cool. Scene. Yeah, I do love that scene.
I also appreciate that she knew that, Ethan flashing the
was that in 7?
No, it's
I don't remember that last
She
night.
has the key.
He already had the key. Ethan had the key.
No, but he lost it. Was that in 7?
That was in 7.
Was it in 7? Okay.
Yeah. Rebecca Ferguson wasn't in 8.
Issues. Wait, is she not?
She dies in the beginning.
She dies in 7.
That's what I'm saying.
That's right. You're right.
Either way, I'm really mad at what they did to her because
it was a rough death.
Oh no, it just.
But that's what I liked about the end of 7, though. Is it leaves you feel defeated.
No. But I'm more mad about the way they for a character who's been so strong.
Yeah.
Throughout, they gave her such a shitty death.
It feels like the type of death where she's like, I don't want to be a part of this anymore.
Yeah, it felt.
Yeah.
And that's why I said she had to fight with production, and
it shows with the death. It shows.
It does.
Yeah.
And I think, but I just think they're like, hey, contractually she has to be in this movie.
Yeah.
So we're gonna put her in the movie. We're gonna kill her. But yeah.
So
I don't like Haley Atwell's character.
Oh, I love her character. She's like, I love her so much.
I don't think that
she wasn't as good as Rebecca, and that's where I have a hard time.
She's grown up as a thief.
Yeah, I think she's way better in 7 than she is 8.
Agreed. I think in 8 she becomes too love stricken.
Yeah. Love stricken, and also she doesn't feel as
independent, and
she doesn't feel as much of a threat.
Yes.
Like in 7, she is like really giving
she's
Ethan
a boss
some
ass
trouble.
Bitch.
Yeah, she's a boss ass bitch. And in 8, she's kind of a nuisance.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, nuisance is a strong word, but she's kind of a liability. Maybe that's a better way to put it.
Yeah.
But also the sleight of hand, she saves the world.
Yeah. But I don't like her character because she doesn't have the background to be able to keep up with these people on a physical, like like unless she's trying to steal stuff from, you know, Michael Johnson on the track field, she's not running this much. She's not working out. She's not, you know, combat fighting constantly, but she's able to keep up with the Spetsnaz. Get out of here.
Yeah.
You know, like, and that's my problem is that
that stuff never really, I never really think that deep about it.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I'm rewatching them to, you know, and so like, I'm just like, it doesn't make sense. And I think nuisance is a strong word, but nuisance is strong, but liability in some aspects.
I like liability.
Even though she does, like her sleight of hand, I like how that comes into play. Like she's one of the best thieves in the world, and she's got the quick hand.
She knows what it takes.
I get that.
Right.
I did not like that she wanted to give Ethan the entity and say that you could control it.
Right.
And that's where I'm like, this is against every... No, that's what I'm saying. And it's like, this is against everything that Ethan is for.
But that's
someone
that
who's
also shows
that's how it ends.
Right.
You know.
She gives them a little cube at the
Yeah.
end. I'm like, yo,
Ethan has it. What are they going to do with it?
But I also like, because like from what she's experienced with like all these government agencies,
that's true.
She feels like Ethan is really the only person with good intentions. And I don't blame her.
And
I would give
that's
it
fair.
to him,
That's
to be
fair.
honest.
Yep.
Oh, so, okay. So just to take a step back, can I talk about what I think are the good scenes in this movie?
Yeah.
I love once we finally kick off this movie where, what's the girl's name who's like the president? Anyways, the president gives him the thumbs up, like, I trust you, Ethan. Stop listening to these other guys. I love that scene where they're debating and you feel like Ethan kind of loses it. And then she gives him the note and they meet outside right at the helicopter. She's like, here you go. You have this amount of time. You have 48 hours. Go for it. And from that point off, it's a good movie. He goes to like the U.S. carrier, like the Navy carrier.
Yes.
USS Johnson,
then,
I think.
Yeah. And then she's like, this is where you want to go. This is where we got the signal. You're going to go to this submarine. And they drop him in this like freezing ocean. And he's just like, I'm going to die.
And then the dudes come out of the water.
Yeah, so cool.
That was cool. Yeah.
And the guy, also a great fight scene in the submarine of the guy trying to kill Ethan, who's being his wife is about to get threatened or about to get killed by the entity. And then I love the captain of that submarine. He's
the guy from Severance.
Have you seen Severance?
I've seen a few episodes, so not enough to know him, but
that's all I know.
Okay. I just
but
like
we also get what's her name?
From Ted Lasso. Yeah, she was on the U.S. carrier.
I like this comment. Oh, you want someone to poke the bear?
Yeah, oh yes.
You came to the right place. I'm like, oh,
that's my favorite dialogue in the movie.
Yeah,
and he just raises his eyebrow, and he's so on board. He's like, me and Ethan are gonna get along. Yeah, and I love how he like gives him the whole rundown of like the super advanced suit, and Ethan's like, I gotta ditch this shit. Whenever he's stuck in the submarine.
I do think the inside the submarine portion is super fun to watch.
Incredible.
Very intense, very suspenseful, very...
Couldn't even breathe.
Really
until
he gets out of the submarine and he does a free dive.
Oh, bro.
For way beyond. I looked
he hits you with one of these, though.
My issue with him when he gets out of the submarine, you do not jump in the... Whenever I replace the cables on the dock, it's 20 feet. I still wear fins.
Yeah.
Ethan's in scuba gear and he doesn't have fins on. So then they add this whole thing of,
Crazy.
oh no, the submarine. That just took me so far out of the movie where I was like,
I looked it up. So the original depth was something like 200 feet. I was like, that's well within free dive range.
Yes.
Sure. But then it falls down the cliff and then it falls down another one and it's dragging him down.
Yep.
And somehow he's able to free dive up.
Yeah.
On a single breath.
Yeah.
Yep.
But it made it intense.
And I could get around that. My thing was that I'm like, you don't have fins? Like, Tom,
but
you sit here and overthink
had the jets,
everything.
though, right?
Not on the way up?
Well, that's the thing. He didn't go down.
So that's it. Showed that it had the jets, but he
Yeah.
didn't use them to try to get out of the way of the propeller.
He had to ditch it all because it got stuck on the.
Well, no, that was at the beginning.
No, on the way out.
Sorry, that was on the way out. I'm talking about the very beginning.
But
like he jumps out.
No, he had the little machine that drug him down. Yeah.
When he jumped out of the submarine, he was just floating. Like he was still
I
in his
remember him
suit.
getting hit by the submarine.
Yeah. And that's he doesn't have fins
on. But he's using the weight. I get
that. Yeah, you always dive with weights.
Yeah, no. But that suit was spinning.
Okay.
And using weight to shove him down. It's like it dropped. They talk about it when they're describing the suit that it'll go from 0 to 500 feet in like a minute or two because it's so heavy.
No, and I get that. When I dive, like I don't point my head down and go. I just sink and just sit here and breathe. But it's like, why don't you have fins on? That just took me so far.
Because I don't think the suit
had like little jet things on it or something.
I also don't think the suit could have fins. I don't think it was that mobile.
Fins go okay.
Because it was a hard shell suit, wasn't it?
Well, I remember being super heavy, but I did think he had little jetpacks.
Yeah,
right. Because it showed him using that when he went down.
He
but
had
it's
little,
like, why
Iron Man, little things to go
and that was his plan to get out, but
Yeah.
But I did. The submarine scene was really cool, but there was a lot going on that I was just like, oh, you're taking me out of this.
Some
now,
people were
Tom.
hit or miss on
you're
that.
taking me
more
out,
than I
Tom.
thought, but I loved it. But some people were not.
Kaylee had to walk out of the room. She's like, oh, this is too intense. I'm like,
oh, really?
Oh, yeah. She got up, walked out for a second, came back in. I'm like, all right.
So, and one thing I think this movie does really well is separate plot lines that I actually cared about. Like the rest of the team going to the cabin.
Yep.
The husky piece where they got the Sherpa and they're like,
when they went to the dogs, I'm like, they're about to do a little bobsled.
Yeah,
I love
exactly.
this.
Yeah, exactly. And then she's like,
and again,
and she just leaves on, where she's like, all right, now you go. I'm taking a nap.
Yep.
And then Haley's
again,
like,
intentional comedy through storytelling, not through bad writing.
right.
And again, this is where we get I think the best tie-in to any of the movies is him.
Oh yes.
Having the knife.
Yeah.
And just being like, it is the best thing that has ever happened to me.
Yes.
I thought that was cool.
Because then he met his wife. Yeah. I do like how they brought that around
and,
full
you
circle.
know, I think that's just for all of us. I think that's how we should, like, if there's anything I would like to do better in life is to
take the good out of a bad situation.
Yeah. And looking back at the crap that's happened to our lives in the last 5 years, even a lot of good has come from that.
Yeah.
But it's just so hard to do in the
moment for sure.
So like that's something I always hope I can take. So I will give this either a B+ or an A.
I will totally take you up on that.
I can't.
Yeah, I'm fine with it. I was going to give it a B, so I'm fine with either one of those.
I was going to say B+.
Yeah, B+.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to go A, so I was.
No.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was A tier. It was.
I think the first hour is just too bad.
If I were to stack rank, or like my top 3 are definitely 4, 5, and 6 in no particular order.
Yeah.
Just 4, 5, and 6. I love.
Wow, you don't like 7 that much.
I'm just not the whole entity AI. Unplug it or turn your phone off, and that's like that's all you have to do.
He's not wrong.
Like, Garrett, have you ever heard of a VPN?
I can't get around. I mean, have you seen Eagle Eye? Like it's already been done.
Oh yeah.
Like I just can't.
True.
Yes, I've already seen it. I'm over it. I don't want it. So yeah.
Yeah. All right. Overall.
Well, one thing too that I did want to add. 7, I thought we had a lot of good, like, what is the entity doing?
Yeah.
Where
more
am
questions.
I in the entity's reality or am I doing what I'm supposed to do? And I feel like 8,
you don't even think about
get that
it anymore.
in. And that's where I wanted a little bit more of that in 8. And so that's what also kind of took me out of it, where I was like, what happened to the entity actually controlling everything?
And Gabriel's just literally like a clone. Like he's just like a pawn.
Yeah.
Like he has no personality.
And he's decided he wants to control the entity.
Yeah.
You're telling me he didn't think about
turn into another nation. Like, I just
He didn't. You tell me he didn't think about that for the first 40 years he was following the entity or whatever.
Yeah.
But okay. All right. Final thoughts. What do you think of the series? And
I think it has set the bar for action
series.
movies in my generation.
And I don't think that future series have to repeat do their own stunts or even the same stunts or even the level of stunts. Just bring some authenticity, which is what I think I've always like. Hallie and I just rewatched, or I just rewatched Ballerina, and Hallie watched the end of it with me. It's authentic.
Yeah.
And I think that's what these movies do well, is that even in the inauthentic, it feels authentic.
I completely agree.
And I think that's what I want out of movies. Like, while I believe that movies' entire purpose is to take us from reality, I think that in movies that are supposed to take place in our reality, you have to abide by the rules and make me believe that I'm in the reality. And whether that's Star Wars too, like I need to be able to believe that I'm part of your reality. And so I think that's what these movies have always done well. It's made me believe that I'm part of the events that are happening. And so I think that's the legacy that I will always have for Mission Impossible, is the
authenticity.
Thank you.
Yeah, I feel like it just shows that regardless of the genre, if enough people care enough about the art that they're making, they can have a great result. We were at a time where we all grew up and most action movies were pretty cheesy, but they would put butts in seats, so they were being made. And then things started to change. People got sick of action movies. We got too much of them, and it's like these things are not going to sell well. And Tom Cruise and the rest of the gang that does the Mission Impossible movies, they're like, we care enough about this series. We think there's good in action movies, and they've shown like what a high quality action movie can actually deliver from as far as like a movie going experience. And I agree with you guys. I think they set the standard for especially like Western based action films. I think they've done a lot of inspiration to the John Wick series, which is like a really, which is an incredible action series now. And I love that Tom Cruise does his own stunts. I think there's things that the movies don't do great, but as far as like a true
I don't think
movie.
they have to either.
Right. And I don't think they have to.
Agreed.
I
Yeah.
think, and I also love just like what 7 stands for as far as post-COVID, people weren't going to see movies. I know it's like you have to see
that.
not only do you have to
fair,
see Top Gun Maverick, but you have to see Mission Impossible 7 in theaters.
And
Got
I
people
also
going.
appreciate the thank you he gave for both.
On
of
both.
them.
Oh,
That was
heck
cool.
yes.
That was cool.
That was awesome. I love how he
Yeah.
kicked off those movies. Yeah.
But
It just feels like he cares about this craft, and it shows.
and I know people ragged on him for
100%.
yelling at people
Yep.
during COVID because people were like didn't have their mask on or whatever during filming. To be honest, I kind of understand like whether you cared like no matter your opinions on how the pandemic was handled, there are rules set in place by both directors, production companies, and whatever state laws or whatever laws. So like it was for the benefit of everybody.
Yeah.
So
Also, Maverick was one of my favorite movie going experiences because it was when you had to sit apart from people. And me and Liz, it was us two, and then we had like 2 gaps in between.
Oh, nice.
At an IMAX theater, so I was like, I like this space. I like having my space.
all right. Well, thank you all for returning with us. We really appreciate y'all. I appreciate you guys coming over for this. I don't have
episode.
a clue what the next episode is, and neither do they, and we'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
I think that's been more fun this time is that we just kind of talked about what's been going on. So
Agreed.
with that, thank you everyone, and we'll see you on the next one.
Boom.
And of course, oh wait, see, there we go. I did something, and all right. Well, hey, there's music we'll play. All right, later guys.